Hey guys, welcome back to the Tiny Meat Gang podcast. My name is Cody Coe, and this is Will Miller.
I swear to God, I can never get a fucking intro out with at least one of you fucks interrupting it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Settle Down podcast. This is episode number 12.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Fellas, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I have been in fucking consistent, to say the least. But it's also just like some of the stuff has just been out of my control. Huh?
At least you're consistent at being inconsistent.
Yeah, good point.
You're batting like 100.
Hey, you know what?
You're batting
I made the
300.
roster, coach.
150, still in the lineup, though.
I made the roster, Mom.
Playing for the River Cats right now, dude.
One of every 12.
Pro baseball, baby.
Got hit me 120, but you're getting fastballs, so
Yeah.
Fat balls. So,
you do have.
God, week's been good. Week's been good. I'm finally not on the unemployment list, which is fantastic. I'm not a statistic anymore.
There you go. W.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Attaboy.
Now I'm in. Shout out to
applause,
ICCU.
Pete.
I am embezzling thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
They don't know, and I might be fired tomorrow. I don't know, but fuck it, we ball.
Stop.
See what else is
Digital
going
footprint.
on. Whatever. Digital footprint, my ass, bro.
I can't wait to pull up this clip, like, at your wedding or some shit.
Seriously, bro.
No, pull this clip up when they call me in and can me tomorrow.
No, for real.
Or when we go,
bail you
our
out.
That might
district.
be worse than the other guy that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, our district guy comes in. Hey, what's this about? I'm like, hey, love it or hate it, you watched.
So you support the pod.
Yeah. Did you like, comment, subscribe? No,
Yeah.
you didn't. So get the fuck out of here.
You are high.
Week's been good. I was really sick last week. But other than that, yeah, I got a job, had a good spring break. I haven't seen you guys since then.
I kind of missed you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, very eventful
Has been a minute.
last couple days, but good. Went to the hockey game a couple days
how
ago.
was that?
Really fun. Score was 1-0.
Who'd you go with?
My work, ICCU owns the stadium because it's Idaho Central Arena, and so I think every April 1st, I want to say that was April 1st, is free. It's basically they give everyone tickets in the entire company, and they can bring up to 8 people if they want, and that includes like food vouchers and parking and all that. So
Make it a whole day.
What?
Make it a whole day, like a whole event type thing.
Yeah. Like you pull up, you get free food. You get.
Was it just
know.
you and Sage?
No, we took Sage's. Sage is going to be in this girl's wedding. I don't know how to describe it, but she's a bridesmaid in this girl's wedding, and we took her, that girl, and her.
Can't hear you.
That girl and her future husband to the game, who also invited me to paintball and a bachelor party like the week before, which was fun.
That's
So.
dope. Yeah, that looked sick.
Yeah,
You should definitely go
that paintball was fun, and then
That'd be a lot of fun.
I got sick from that bachelor party, but boy was I hammered.
Hi, boy.
So
Beerio
Oh,
Kart?
boy.
what?
Beerio Kart?
I don't know what that is.
It's the game that you play.
That's the game that you played and you got hammered at.
Oh, we played Beer Olympics, but it was really yeah, Beerio Kart. I guess that's what it is called. I don't know.
That's what it's called.
Cool. I just didn't understand what I thought that was like a type of like Mario Kart, you know, like those smoking Beerio Karts type shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Dank vapes.
Yeah, dank vapes.
Cody.
Anyway,
Cody,
yeah.
how'd your week go?
It was pretty good. Just getting a lot of schoolwork done. So, yeah, just getting a lot of schoolwork done. Playing a lot of hockey. So, a lot of fun.
Dude,
A lot of
when do
fun.
you guys play hockey, by the way? Is it
It's just kind of random. I'm playing
Random.
Friday
Random.
morning.
Really?
like
Yeah,
in the AM?
it's at like 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay.
When did we get that?
Look.
But yeah, it's kind of random. But I'm just trying to get
Because I
better.
want to come watch
We can go to like stick times as well.
Usually they go on Sundays. Like,
Sundays.
when in doubt, Sunday is the day that they usually play.
Just
They're
not this,
closed on-
just
Or
probably not
Saturday.
this Sunday.
Probably not
obviously.
Easter. Yeah.
But yeah, we've been playing a lot of hockey. Just trying to get better.
Hmm?
Doing some stick times, working on some stuff with Sean. So,
How
Sean's
was
the
the
goat.
stick time?
huh?
How was the stick time? Thursday? Or not Thursday. Monday?
Lick time.
Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday.
It was good.
It was good. It's good. Just
Was
working
there a
on
lot
some
of people there?
things. No,
That's
not
good.
really.
Stick time's pretty empty, but it's good to like work on things.
Nice.
You have a lot more space.
Yeah,
It's not like crowded. You know.
Yeah, pickup's hard to work because you're just playing.
You can't
so
really like
Yeah,
work on
you're
stuff
just
while
trying
you're
to-
playing. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
not getting
Score and
reps.
shit. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Zach, how'd your week go?
The weekend was hella fun, honestly, and I mean, I regret it a little bit because the last 3 days have been pretty tough because I didn't do anything over the weekend. But lots of schoolwork, projects, a huge assignment that my teachers threw up on me, which sucks. But I'm gonna have a senior design project that's due Friday. That big ass assignment that my teacher threw on me Monday, and that's 200 points out of like 1,500 for the whole class, so that's worth a
Damn.
lot. And then I have another couple assignments in my other construction class, so it's been a ton of schoolwork. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
At least we're about to
Technically.
finish this semester up, but
I'm so ready.
3
to
more
graduate,
weeks?
man. Yep.
not
4
counting
weeks.
this week. But
Yeah,
3 weeks.
I'm ready.
There you go.
Beyond ready.
Sean, how'd the week go?
It was pretty good. I started my new job on Monday.
There you go. How's that going?
It's going good. Been waking up at 8 every day.
Getting your day going.
Yeah, it's been nice. Getting off at a fucking reasonable hour, not
Mm-hmm.
8 or 10 p.m.
Man,
Yeah. What?
nothing. Never. Sorry, I'm just
Oh,
thought out loud.
reacting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been nice. Not fucking being at work till super late at night. Not getting home late. Not waking or like for a while I was just getting to a routine of like I didn't have work till 12, so I was coming home at 8 and I was up till 2, up at 10, getting ready for work and repeat.
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry. You get home at like what time, and then you go to bed at 2?
Yeah, I get home at like 8 p.m.
Why would you be up till 2 then?
because I didn't have to wake up till like 10.
Gaming.
Oh, I
shit?
see. I see.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Like,
Okay.
not
Okay.
like
Okay.
just like
I thought you were just saying like in order
Rather
to
than,
get
like,
to
opening.
bed. Yeah.
no, like I
Okay.
just would come home and I'm like I'm not going to bed at 12.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
been home for 3 hours or 4
Yeah.
hours.
Play some GTA with the boys.
Yeah, we were just playing late.
You guys been grinding GTA?
They were for a little bit.
We were for a little bit. I haven't played with them since last week. I've just been just doing stuff on my own.
Playing
Watched a
online.
lot of baseball,
Baseball just started.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, baby. We'll talk
Did-
that later.
Oh yeah.
fantasy drafts. I did that on Tuesday last week. But yeah, it's been nice. Today was a little hard at work, just sitting down for 8 hours and listening to people talk, and because it's like a lot of training right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, trying to pay attention, take everything in.
It's like the
It's a
boring
lot.
part, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets
but
easier though.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just the first 2 weeks we were in like a classroom setting. The rest is all like
On
hands
your-
on.
On
Nice.
your own.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's like guided,
Gotcha.
but it's all like hands on.
It's very
Stuff
odd.
like that. So yeah, but yeah, and then we got hockey and stuff like that. What is it? And I think next week I go to Texas, and the week after that, Scott, Ellen, and Justin are actually coming.
Oh, sick.
But it's not really like they're just up here looking for houses.
Yeah, I guess we could do a pod with them.
When do
not with all
they
them.
get here?
I don't think we would not be able to talk with
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, who's gonna be here?
9 people.
Justin,
Scott,
Allen, and Scott.
Oh. Are they moving here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, they moved here in May, so I mean they'll be here in
Yeah, we'll see him.
3 weeks
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So yeah.
And I,
But yeah, what about your week?
it was good. I had one of my really good friends, Julia, fly up for the weekend. We'll kind of get into that a little bit more, but she flew up, come hang out. She's from Huntsville, Alabama, but she goes to Auburn, and so she was like, she's avid supporter of the podcast, so we really appreciate her
Shout out
and
for
her
listening.
family. Yeah,
Big
shout
shout
out.
out. Got a shot glass and
yeah.
Yeah.
I handed out the
Big
gear
Shout out all the
Hey, go
merch.
Tigers.
to everybody.
Wrong Tigers.
But yeah, and
that's why I
I
did it.
Go Tigers. Okay. Say it right.
Who's their head coach?
he was-
Cam Newton.
No, okay.
Good
Gotta
answer.
But
it.
anyways, I got her and her sister 2 koozies and T-shirts and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fire.
yeah.
Sweet.
shout out them.
Shout
But yeah,
out.
no, it's just
Oh, yeah.
schoolwork, grinding, getting ready to finish up here soon. And yeah, I don't know. I'm ready to be done. Ready to get summer
I feel that.
summer going.
Yeah.
So
Summer job.
faux
Yeah,
shizzle.
excited. It's
I'm
coming
really
up
waiting
soon.
for the fucking weather to clear up. This
Speaking
shit's
of
been
which,
shitty.
the fellas are going golfing Saturday.
Look out for some content. We're gonna be going golfing this Saturday. I'm gonna
I
start.
record a couple of the bad shots.
Yeah, I might ask for some advice from some tour.
Lose a golf club or 2.
Maybe.
Lose one in the tree. Wasn't that you?
It's okay. They're probably stolen anyway. So
Oh.
No harm, no foul, right?
Again, digital footprint.
Oh fuck, digital footprint.
Fuck.
Whatever.
The place I got fired.
We'll be dead in 30 years anyway. So
What's this Wii shit? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Crickets.
Anyways,
a mouse.
Keaton's
in my
got a
pocket?
plan though. You know,
he's got something.
I got a plan.
30-year plan.
30-year plan, baby. 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and I'm out.
Fucking plan is just scanning. Beep. Beep.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna have some content. We're gonna bring the lapel mic. I might act like a little shithole to some local residents there.
Probably not.
Why?
Probably not.
I don't want to get banned from that course.
I'm not gonna get banned.
If
If
be a menace, just don't.
yeah, if I'm gonna be a
horrible,
menace.
bro.
I'm not gonna get banned type menace shit. I'll be like, hey,
There's a level to
I'll be like, hey man, can you like show me some advice on the swing and just hit it like 50 yards that way and be like, was that good?
No, Keen, you know what you should do? You should ask, like, an old head, be like, hey, can you record this? Like, I'm trying to train for the pros. And then just do the most outlandish swing you can.
No, I'm gonna.
Like, just hit the fucking, like, club into the dirt.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, hey man,
Can you record my swing?
yeah, can you record
Yeah.
my swing? Like I'm just trying to get better at it, and I just want to see it. And he'll be like,
Go up
yeah.
there with a putter.
And then I will like just completely
Off the
miss.
tee.
I'll completely miss and just have a rage fit, dude.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
Gilmore type.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Bring, like, a really shitty club.
I just had a
and snap
funny
it.
ass
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, I do have my old Top Flight driver that I will never use, and I'll just pull it out of my bag and fucking. I'm not gonna spoil it. So
Anyways,
anyway, just stay tuned. There's gonna be some shorts and
one thing
TikToks
I want
coming
to
out.
do for the scramble is we have to play a hole with the clubs backwards.
Oh, I'm down.
Are we doing a scramble?
We're not
No,
doing
this
that.
one we're just playing.
It's still warm up.
I think we're just gonna play, just have
Yeah.
fun. But
So-
when we do our scramble, I think
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the holes you have to do it with the clubs backwards.
I agree.
Yeah.
That'll be
I
fun.
don't know, like funny shit like that. Like it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah, you guys are gonna get killed on that hole.
you're gonna put it like 3 feet off the tee box and then just fucking rip it with a 9-iron.
Nah.
I got a
Pitching
9-iron in my
Anyways.
pocket.
I think we have some other announcements, though.
Yeah. So with this is our big announcement. It's really not that big. But
Do we have an announcement?
It's average.
Hey, 4 inches is a lot.
it came up today on my Instagram, and the
use
what's it
it.
called? NHL playoffs are starting 2 weeks from now, and they do a bracket
Oh.
challenge every year.
Go Kraken.
So we went ahead and started a league that everyone can join. I'm going to put it, Yaz, actually, if you want to put it in the comment section, maybe? Can you put that in there in the chat?
What is it?
The link to the, what's it called?
The winner of the bracket will get a free settle down jersey, by the way,
Oh, yeah?
paid for by me. So
Fire.
to me.
Okay,
hey, you want to talk about digital footprint? Digital footprint, all right? Fucking sue me.
We'll hold you to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't do that. Just, maybe they'll forget. Who's got $60 in this economy?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so you will. Ryan's gonna throw the link in the comments section here, and then I'll also put it in for like Spotify and YouTube if you're listening to this later. But yeah, if you guys are listening wherever you are, whenever you listen to it, you have until I want to say April 15th, April 14th, I think 15th.
What was that alien noise, bro?
Hey.
You just turned into
The
ET.
password when you join it is going to be
Well, let's not tell them all that, dude.
no, yeah, it's all cap and it's settled down 23, all one word.
Sweet.
But yeah, you pick. It's, I mean, not like March Madness, but it's similar. You just pick the teams you want to win. Who do you
Should
think's
we
gonna
do
go
one
far?
as a squad right now?
No, let's just do one individually.
It's
Yeah.
you can't do it until playoffs. are
Oh,
locked.
It's got a lock.
I don't know why the hell I just said that.
I know. I
Yeah.
literally asked him
It's
the
okay,
same
buddy.
thing when I was setting it up.
Yeah. It might,
I remember my first bracket.
unless it's close and comes down to like the last game, which I don't know if it will. It could.
Honestly, if it's going to come down to like the last game, it's going to be a Seattle game because they are fucking on the verge of just shitting their brains post All-Star break.
But yeah, I'll put that in the link. I'll put it in our post it on Instagram, stuff like that.
You'll find it.
Yep.
If you follow us, you'll find it.
You'll see it in your face. Trust me.
Yep.
But yeah, so the winner, Keaton said it's a jersey.
Yep.
Sponsored by him, and then we're also going to get free T-shirt, whether it's this one we just came out with or any future stuff. Because I know some people have already gotten some T-shirts.
That jersey, by the way, if you're curious on what it'll look like, I will be sporting it hopefully here next week.
Really?
It's going to look heat.
Got it.
And it's professionally made, so
Kinda
it's
hype.
not cheap.
Just
but it is
gassing up this
custom.
jersey. I love it.
Yeah.
Look, this thing was like a $250 jersey, and it's signed by all of us. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a lot of value, and it's probably
worth like 500.
well. It not only is it worth 500, but I would probably say it's priceless, just because it's like the only one in the world. Like you're really gonna own a one of one type shit. Like you could post this on StockX, and you'll probably sell it for $2 billion.
Yeah,
Like it is gonna be that
I
popular.
played college football for 2 years, so that signature's got to be worth something. At least
Yep.
$300-400
Let's do a podcast. It'd be a great idea, fellas. You know?
Dude is turning a fucking Honda Civic and hyping it up into a Lamborghini.
Look, man, I'm not gonna say this is a Lamborghini, but it might be the Lamborghini of materials on this jersey, man. This shit is comfy. I mean, it's like a silk suit wrapped in like leather, man. I mean,
doesn't
this
even
thing
have
is
it
just
yet.
so comfortable.
Doesn't even have it yet.
So comfy.
I could just tell from looking at it. Like, I just know the material is gonna be so gas, and the fact that it's professionally and custom made,
Anyways,
you're gonna be missing out if you
you
don't
guys
do
will
it.
get a jersey,
But
clearly.
yeah, so he's hyping that up.
The Rolls Royce of
so
jerseys.
We're gonna keep doing that. Don't be afraid to lose. There's no entry fee or anything at all.
There is a winning fee though.
There is a winning.
That's a jersey. Might as well be a mansion.
Yeah.
Silky
For all I
smooth
care.
one.
Silky,
Silky
smooth,
smooth
comfy, breathable. Big one, jersey.
Breathable.
Nike,
But yeah, guys, just
Nope.
keep it out.
Under Armour.
We're not sponsored
Rolls
by
Royce.
them yet.
Message
A
us
Rolls
too
Royce
if you're-
jersey would be kind of heat, though.
It would be. It would be.
Yeah, it would.
But yeah. Anyways,
Classic. But yeah.
do we have an overrated, underrated?
Yeah, Zach.
Okay, so I thought about this the other day. Might have seen it on a podcast, but it's going to be a bit of a bitch to explain. But I think you guys will understand it. So it's going to be overrated and underrated times to drink a beer. So let's just say, like, one of the best times you can drink a beer that people say are like a shower beer or like a
Free beer.
free beer or like the first beer that you crack open while you're golfing, something like that. And then like a bad beer could be like one that's warm or
Is this good or bad? Or I thought this was overrated.
Overrated, underrated.
yeah, but like I'm just giving like good and bad, then you can pick based off of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's kinda like-
I think you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I fuck
Yes.
with Division.
I got it.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keaton, throw it off.
So I'm gonna say most overrated place or most overrated time to drink a beer is when you're downtown. Look, I love beer. No, I do. I genuinely love beer. But
Not the take that I thought Keaton was going to
Nope.
say.
no, I love beer. It's like really the only thing I can drink now. But if I'm going downtown, I'm not spending $9 on a beer. I'll spend $12 on a drink with double the alcohol.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's a good
And it's
point.
also
that.
like
He's got a point.
yeah, it's the same. It's the same calories, same everything. Maybe not same calories, but
Silky smooth as well.
yeah, it's silky smooth. I would
Rolls-Royce, really.
Yeah, it's like the Aston Martin of drinks. Is like a vodka soda. This jersey though is gonna be crazy. You ever worn a baseball jersey? I would say the most underrated time to drink, or like the most underrated time to drink a beer. You get off of a long day of work.
Yeah.
You sit down at your desk or you're in your bed and you just crack open a nice Kona longboard and you just sit back and relax.
That's a good one.
I respect it.
Post work could be any time of day. I don't give a fuck. Just
Yeah.
you could get off a midnight shift and it could be 9 a.m. Crack open a beer, man. It is
it rip.
relaxing.
Let it rip. So some of the nurses do. They come into Tin Roof and they get beer and
Yeah.
shit
Sometimes
like
I just
7
drink it
a.m.
on my way to work and I'll drink it on my way out of work in the car. So
Digital
Crickets.
footprint.
digital crickets.
My words to describe that is respectable. I like that.
That's one of your better takes of overrated. And
Thanks,
underrated,
man.
I will say.
That was
Zach,
good. My most overrated is a shower beer. Let me tell you guys why.
That is nasty, bro.
I've had maybe 5 shower beers in my life. I've hated every single one of them. And it's because you crack it open, you get in the fucking shower, you start drinking it, right? The first 2 sips, perfect. And then the condensation hits, it starts to warm up, and it tastes like disgusting condensation beer. Don't like it.
it's like
also
Phil.
get
Shower beer, you're in and out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Start chugging, bud.
Who
Maybe not
showers
for
in
him,
5
though.
minutes?
But it's just like,
Yeah, it takes
That's
a
what I'm
little
saying.
time to get beauty going.
Anyway.
anyways, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you drink a beer and it's like 5 to 10 minutes and it's in like a warm, closed area, it just tastes weird to me.
Yeah.
And then my most underrated. Ooh. I feel like I have a couple here. I like the golf one, but
Stick
I
to one.
feel like,
It's pretty rated.
yeah, I feel like it's
I feel
properly
like it's
rated as
properly,
well.
yeah.
I'm gonna be hammered on that course.
I think one of the most underrated beers is a Thursday beer, like the first beer that you crack open on a Thursday.
Like for
You
the
don't really
weekend.
think, yeah, before the weekend. You don't really think like you're gonna have like crazy plans for a Thursday, but you kind of still want to drink. You crack it open, you get it going, and then that Thursday kind of like sets the tone for the Friday
Mm-hmm.
and the weekend to come.
It's
But
a good take.
those are mine too.
I think it's all right.
I can take that.
It's all right.
I'll take that one.
Especially
too.
coming
Honestly,
from Cody.
I couldn't really think of a good underrated one, and I feel like you guys are definitely gonna have better underrated ones.
I have a good.
I know my
I have another
underrated
good
one.
underrated one, but
Cody.
Underrated for me. I'm a huge fisherman. I love nothing more than throwing out the chair and cracking open whatever beer you got. I mean, it could be whatever. I mean, I don't care. Like,
PBR.
PBR, honestly,
Great
on a
beer.
hot summer day, little 6-pack, little
Fantastic.
tall can, or any 6-pack. Like, honestly, it's nothing more than having your pool set up, cracking open
That's
a
a
beer,
great
and just
one.
sitting back and just relaxing. In my opinion, I think that's just
See, that's
it's
exactly
just
what I was
awesome.
talking about. Like, I feel like if I would have thought about that, that'd have been better than my underrated one for
But
sure.
yeah, it's.
That's a good take.
I think it just tastes, and it's even tastes better when you just reeled in a fish and you sit back down after you cast it open. You just start, you take a nice big swig. You're
I'd
like, that
expect
felt
nothing
good.
less from
that
you,
felt
Cody.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's predictable.
What about the overrated?
I think overrated. This one I don't know if a lot of people think about. But have you ever been in a rush and you're like, "Fuck, I gotta chug
The
this
Uber's
fucking
here?
drink." The Uber's here type
Yes.
of thing, and you gotta chug.
Uber's
That
here
shit sucks.
beer. Yeah,
that shit
shit's
sucks
ass.
because sometimes I'll be
Monaco?
like, sometimes it'll be it can be a
That
Monaco,
Monaco
it can be
night?
a seltzer, it can be whatever I'm drinking. A mixed drink, whatever. I hate the fat. Like, I don't know why it just tastes so shitty to me. Like going down, like before you get into an Uber or you're in a rush to get somewhere and you have
sure.
to leave, because you can't take the road sody into the Uber. So, I mean, well, we've all done it, but
Put it into a
not
hydro
recently.
flask.
but
a high
that
frowned
would probably
upon,
be
but-
There's a
my
star next to
overrated.
that
I
one,
just
but-
I can't stand like
The best
have-
things in
and
life
then
are
chugging
usually
it
frowned
or
upon.
then leaving it, an ice cold beer, just like leaving half of it. Like, oh, I was like, ugh,
Shitty.
so shitty.
Sean.
I would give that one to Cody a stereotypical.
I was gonna say predictable.
A schema.
No,
Right.
just like it fits his
Schema.
stereotype.
A schema.
Yeah.
You just learned that, didn't you?
No.
I want to start with my overrated.
No.
My overrated, kind of similar to Cody's, but a little different, is the ketchup beer. Not ketchup as in K, ketchup as in
Oh, that's a good one.
when you're
What?
getting off at 10 p.m.
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of closing at a restaurant and all your friends have been
Yeah.
drinking for 2 hours
That's
plus.
a great thought.
When we're at Tin
I
Roof,
didn't
we
think
all
about
pour each.
that.
That actually,
We've
is
done
fire.
that too
I was
many
thinking about
times.
saying that
That's a
because I was just
great
like, it actually tastes so good while you're like,
Oh yeah,
Closing.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about coming to a function
It's
where everyone's
10:30,
Like-
drinking.
everyone's
Like you
drunk.
just got off Tin Roof,
Yeah.
you go to
Fucking
End
shop and
Zone and you
drink
crack a
or-
beer because
yeah,
they're already
yeah,
2
Yeah,
hours.
that's how I
in.
felt every time I go to your guys'
Yep.
house. Whenever we had a
Yeah.
party
You
there,
either
I would
shotgun
get off,
something or
and
you
I was
can
like,
chug it.
everyone here's hammered, so
Yeah.
I'm ripping the fucking Tito's
There's a
Dr.
lot
Pepper.
of
Here we
getting
go.
off,
Beer eggs.
catching up, waking up in the morning, going to work, and being like, God, who closed this place? And I was like, oh yeah, it was me.
It was me.
And then you're hungover. So yeah, that would be my overrated. Underrated. Okay, I'm gonna set the scene here. It's 2 a.m. It's dark.
You like the candles.
No,
He wishes.
You get the Jergens out.
like Bubble says, the ladies of the evening.
no.
No?
The right hand gets warmed up a little bit.
You walk. You take a crack of the beer.
Pump the lotion bottle.
You hear a bunch of screaming behind you, saying, "No, no, 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 no!" You open the car door. You turn the keys. I'm kidding.
Stop, Dylan.
No.
Not this again.
No. My underrated was at a baseball game. I mean, it could be properly rated, but I just feel like sitting out in the hot.
Yeah.
Wait, is that your overrated? Oh, that's your
Underrated.
overrated.
Underrated. Overrated was a ketchup beer.
Oh, the ketchup beer. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I have-
Underrated.
I had those
I
backwards.
like that.
That
but I
shit
think it's
sucks. Low.
properly
That
rated,
shit
too.
sucks, low key.
Underrated is the baseball. I mean, I guess everyone does it, but just being in that hot stadium, middle of July and
Yeah.
drinking
It's
the nice.
refreshing.
It is.
Yeah,
When I went to
You
that
gotta drink it quick though, especially if you got the
Yeah.
24 ounce.
Yeah.
when I went to
Gotta get
Coors
hot.
Field in
That's
Colorado
how they
last
get ya.
summer,
Yeah.
that just
Dude, that probably hit the spot for $20.
dude, it was like 15 bucks.
bullshit.
I
That's
know.
not bad.
Ballpark
But
beers are crazy
It's
expensive.
definitely the
Hey,
experience.
Giant
But, dude,
Stadium, you're paying fucking $25.
Getting
for a
just
fucking-
cracking open a
it's
fresh
probably-
summer beer at Coors
nice.
Field, just watching batting practice. Nothing beats that, man.
So the other week when I was in Arizona for spring training, I bought a beer, and I bought a fucking tall boy.
Hey, what did Libby say?
Overrated
beer is not well.
Last beer of the night, underrated beer, first beer of a lake day / camping trip.
Oh,
is
I was gonna
underrated.
say that.
That's a
great,
great one.
great take.
The
Phenomenal
overrated,
take.
I like both of them. The overrated one, like that shit sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie, because you could sometimes
Libby.
I can't even tell you how many times you've been in like whatever bar we're at, and somebody turns to you and tries to hand you their warm ass, lukewarm fucking Miller Lite in the bottle.
I've done
I'm
that
like,
to
get
Cody
out!
way too many fucking times.
It tastes like shit, but I'll still drink it.
But dude, we were
leftover.
in Arizona and I bought a beer. I didn't realize it was $21.
Yep.
My
All
dad,
in?
my dad got the fucking thing. He's like, "We're gonna cut you off for the night." I was like, "I on it." There was no sign. There was no nothing. I just paid for it, and then I looked at the receipt. I was like, I literally wouldn't have
Was
bought
this
it.
an IPA?
No, it was a Coors Light. It was a tall Coors Light.
Wow.
That's fucked.
$21 for not even a feeling about
You know what's
it.
crazy
Dude.
is you could get a
Not even
tall can of
close to
Coors
$1.
Light at the store for like $3.
That's what I'm saying. And my dad was like, "Really?" I was like,
There you
not what I
No,
was trying to do." But
Uh,
Sean's picks, I'm gonna go with perfect. I feel like that. I almost said a ballpark beer.
The car one? Or
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
the
the
driving
the ball game one.
100?
No, I
the
fuck with
fresh
that.
click of the engine turnover.
Shut the fuck up.
People banging on your
when I
window
put my
to
car into
stop.
first, that's when I know it's time.
My
for a beer.
overrated beer is
You
the
might be
DUI
better
beer.
driving.
Fuck.
Like
I
the
am,
one with-
statistically.
right before you get a DUI.
Okay.
Chemistry seems
No
quite a
offense.
bit off here. If you want this podcast to go far, you'll need all start sleeping together. It's the only way to make. That is true.
Hey, Cody and I
Billy.
have kissed before, so
We have.
Who is
That is
that?
confirmed.
hey, Billy and Libby, if you guys want if you want a free baseball jersey, sign up for the hockey pod
Thanks, Billy, for the insight.
Giving
we
away a
actually do sleep
settle
together,
down
but we're all.
jersey. They technically, all three of
course,
them
Libby.
technically sleep together.
That was
They
actually
just
an easy read, not a hard read or a hard watch. So
hey, that
I'll give you
wasn't
props.
cringe, Libby.
Fire.
Thank you.
I'll give you props.
Billy, we actually all do. It's a little bit off right now because Keaton got mad. I stuck it
Don't
in
we
his
know
butt.
Billy? Didn't he work?
Dude.
at
I was
First
sick,
Try?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I could not suck.
I mean,
Anyway,
So,
go
just
ahead.
be looking out for our only.
Hey,
Is that Billy from-
what's your over
Is this
underrated?
Billy from Tin Roof?
No.
It's Billy McFarland.
I'll just tell you this now. Look out for the OnlyFans.
My
Only
overrated.
pants.
I don't really have an overrated one. I feel like you guys said some good ones.
So you're underrated.
Oh
then.
no, I do. The 7 a.m. beer, the one that we had at Liga.
Ooh.
I
That-
don't know about that one.
That was foul.
No,
It
I
was
was one when
heinous.
I woke up at 6 a.m.
Uh-uh.
I cracked open a beer before I got
Oh,
in
the
shower,
7
and that
a.m.
was
I thought you said
heinous.
7th
Yeah.
day in.
No, 7 a.m. beer at
Oh, I
Liga.
know.
I don't know. It
Oh,
was just
yeah.
it was rough.
early morning beers suck.
what's
ass.
your-
Shit, I have another take after
But my underrated beer, it's very specific to me. But like when I'm gaming and streaming, I don't know. I've cracked open a couple beers sometimes, and like I feel like I play better, but like I vibe better. Like it's just, I know it's enjoyable.
I got
Yeah,
another
that's
one.
fair.
I know like, beer while gaming. I
I know
guess.
you do
Yeah.
too.
I got an honorable mention.
I have one.
I think one of the most underrated times to drink a beer is a barbecue beer.
Oh my
Like
God.
not when you're not when you personally are barbecuing, but when you're at like
Yeah.
a cookout
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
You're by the pool, you got a lot of family and friends over. You crack open a cold one with your grandpa
That's how I'm gonna feel on
and your
Easter,
dad.
like that
and
ass.
it just
Seriously.
hits, man. It just hits hard.
Hell yeah.
One of the ones I can't really decide right now is the first beer that you crack open on the river.
In a car?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking about that too.
Because I like it. I do like it. But I think it's
To start
a
of
similar thing where, like, you either have to drink a ton on the fucking river to get drunk, or they start to get lukewarm. Unless you keep it in, like, the
In the water or whatever.
yeah,
like
in
it's
the
a
water,
start
but
of a
you
downhill
can't do that
slope.
sometimes. Yeah, exactly.
sometimes when I
So
That's
it
why you
could be
just drink
good and
Monaco
bad.
so you
And
get
then
hammered
the
by
other
the
one I was
bridge.
thinking of was, what was the one that you just said before that?
7 a.m.
That sparked something for me. I can't remember
Yeah, it
it
did
now.
for me.
Like the early beer.
The first Deja beer, I think, is
Oh, yeah.
underrated.
I almost said that one.
And that's kind of like the similar thing I said with Thursday. I think it kind of just sets the tone.
Yep.
What about you, Sean?
There's a lot, though.
Sean, you had an
honestly,
honorable
I think
mention.
I know I did. I don't remember. You said 7 a.m. beer.
Yeah, early morning, Liga.
Keep talking.
We were there watching soccer, like sporting events.
Okay, it's coming back.
I don't know.
Shit, fellas, I don't remember.
Why
It
is
was
that
really
fucking
good. I
shaky,
was like,
bro?
I don't know. If I think of it again, we'll.
Yeah, mention it.
Do we want to? Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I wasn't going to say anything. Go ahead.
Do we want to talk a little bit of MLB?
Sure.
A little bit of opening day, opening week.
Let's rip some MLB and then a little weekend recap. Finish it out.
So I have not been here for a while, obviously, but World Baseball Classic happened right before opening day. That was fun.
How about that final?
Good final.
Yeah.
I think the way it ended.
Disappointing, though.
Well, you're not a baseball fan, so like you were hoping for like an 11-10 game.
Well,
We got a
US
2-3.
Also lost.
Yeah, whatever. Japan was that good.
No.
I also think it puts.
Mike Trout's a choker.
That is true. He does not have a single playoff win in his career. So,
Well, it might
Does he
be.
even have a playoff hit?
yeah, he had one playoff
He's just
game.
always hurt.
And he
Yeah.
plays for the Angels.
Yeah, well,
We're forgetting.
Imagine-
the elephant in the
imagine
room.
if-
he plays for the
Shohei
Angels.
kind of.
Imagine-
Get Shohei out.
imagine if the Angels had two, all-time greats on their team at one given point. They'd be like a force to be reckoned with, right?
Shohei
Yeah.
kind of
Nope.
dominated him.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
okay.
He had that Kobe stare.
I'm just gonna put this out here before we jump into the MLB. I think a lot of people underestimate how good these international leagues are for baseball.
Oh yeah.
You watch like
Japan specifically.
you watch FIFA and like it's a whole different ballgame just because our main sport isn't soccer. But for a long time, our main sport was baseball, and it's the third most popular sport in America. I think a lot of people just underestimate how good these leagues are getting, especially with the growth of baseball. I've been to a Japanese baseball game. They are competitive. These guys that are coming over who are like 26, 27,
I've played with them.
yes, are on par with like top MLB stars. If you compared the MLB just like the Americans to the Japanese, I do believe Japan has a better team like overall. I think America's right there,
They're
but
just more disciplined.
there's just a lot of discipline. There are a lot of consistent. There's just I don't know.
Baseball is.
I think the World Baseball Classic was really good for growing the sport.
100%.
And I listened to I think Connor McDavid talk about the World Baseball Classic, and he's like, I was hoping we'd do something like this for hockey,
It'd be
and
so fun.
it would be cool, but
They've actually done that before.
they've done it. I just don't. I think one of the main attractions to watching the World Baseball Classic is seeing teams like the Dominican Republic and like Cuba, who doesn't normally, play, or Great Britain. I think it would just
Mexico.
be, like Mexico. Those teams would not really put together a world hockey team.
Great Britain is the
No.
worst hockey team.
Yeah, exactly.
To ever
Yeah.
exist ever. I played.
But like, can you imagine Mexico in
Yeah, but
hockey?
then that's where you
Yeah.
get different teams like Canada,
Exactly,
Russia.
Exactly.
Like-
So I do think that there would be that like level of like interestingness
Mm-hmm.
because it wouldn't just be like World Baseball Classic teams or FIBA teams. It would be like its own
That is a good
separate
idea.
thing.
I feel like with hockey though, that's kind of basically what the Olympics are. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
the-
they already have that.
The World Baseball Classic's going to
No,
be
'cause
every 2 years now.
Olympics, they don't allow NHL players.
Oh, so you're saying to allow NHL players?
Gee, Granada High School. Yeah,
Jesus.
right
Dude,
behind Pioneer
okay.
Ice.
Our average score, by the way, I looked it up. We averaged like 9 or 10 goals against like every game, and
I remember-
we lost most of our games.
I
like,
remember
by more
Anthony
than
was
that.
hyping up his team, and then the one game I went to, Harrison Fulmer put up like 15 goals, and I was like, "Why did I show up to this, man? It was Thursday night football that night."
Put on a clinic that
Yeah, he
night,
did.
bro.
So I just want to talk a little bit about ML.
Wait, before you go, I just saw the reminder. It reminded me of when you said the World Baseball Classic and Connor McDavid saying they need a hockey one. They actually had 2016. They had the World Cup of Hockey,
Yeah,
and I saw a clip. Which is funny that you brought that up because I saw a clip of it today, and I was like in awe just how Ryan Uris too. That's your username.
Yeah.
Really?
all right. Well,
I just
he
sent it to
is
Ryan.
Ryan is logging into Instagram right now. We're trying to pull up a video just so people aren't confused on why we're.
That's your username?
Yeah,
I just wanted to show you.
Well, while we're looking this up, opening weekend was this week.
Ryan.Uris.
Mhm.
A
I don't even know.
lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I was excited. T-Mobile gave away the entire MLB season for free just for being a T-Mobile member.
Really?
Yeah, they do it every year.
shit.
They also did that for the MLS, which was kind of cool. But yeah, it's nice, dude. Opening week was fun. We saw a lot of offense, a lot of new rules implemented, and a lot of fun things from these rules. What?
I don't like the new rules.
Well, I mean,
it.
you kind of bitch about how long the games are. The games
Pitch
are
clock is awesome.
the games are
Yeah.
30 minutes shorter right now on average.
I don't like the pickoff rule.
What pickoff rule? How you have to step off the?
No. If you try picking off a runner for 3 times, and no, excuse me, 2 times, and on the 3rd time, if you don't get him, he gets to go to second.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like.
I don't like that.
Well, yeah, but if you've ever
3
watched,
times in a row is
yeah, it's hard to get
It
to
is
that point
ridiculous,
anyway.
But like,
But they will test that. They will just keep throwing there. I've seen it happen like 6 times in a row where they just keep going back and forth. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck off and throw the
I don't
pitch.
know. Here you go, though.
We're gonna pull
Yeah.
the video real quick.
But yeah, then we'll get back to that. But this, I just want to check out this video because it's pretty dank.
Nice, good overlay.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry guys, it's his first time running OBS.
Keith, do you want to run an OBS?
Yeah,
Will you come to a podcast?
true.
You could help us.
Yeah, if I wasn't sick or like girlfriend birthday or something like that,
Yeah.
Blue ball. Okay.
Excuses.
she could have come on the pod. Instead of Go Tomo.
His leadership and still nice to score.
Great opportunity.
Dude.
All right, hold on.
That was pretty cool if you would have made it.
Anyway, so while we're pulling up that video,
Oh, no.
hey, do we want to get out of the?
I missed that.
Are we in like a weird screen right now?
Do it right here. Do it right here.
Okay.
Talking about
Here it comes. Here it comes. Sorry. Send.
All right, we're getting a video pulled up right about now.
Hold up.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Wide to Daniel.
So this is
Crisscrossing with
North
Henrik and
America
Carlson.
versus Sweden.
Pass into the feet of Eric Carlson. Henrik.
North America versus Sweden.
Daniel. Henrik tipped it right on. Gibson made an ice off the glass. Puck disappeared in the corner. Nobody could find it. Shifley did. Threw it in front of David. What a save by Henrik Lundqvist. Right on the goal line. He played so deep. And the game was on McDavid's stick.
Find it. You could see
Well, this
he
is what
pointed
he
to the
could've
front of
done.
the net, and this is a bang play.
This is
But Henrik Lundqvist, who plays so deep in his net, just put that pad down and slid across, and
Yeah.
Connor McDavid couldn't get it up high enough to get it over.
Friggin' Riley without a stick, and now back they come to center. Nathan McKinnon in on Eric Carlson, one-on-one. Can't get the shot. And the Ottawa captain takes the puck away. Stretch pass. Daniel Sedin. Wait. Daniel Sedin to Henrik. In on Gostisbehere. Daniel misfired. Had an open net. Looked like he had daylight to shoot at, and he couldn't handle it.
Whoa.
Pass. McKinnon's back the other way. Takes the shot. Lundqvist made the save with his shoulder. Gostisbehere was up there with him. There's a breakaway pass to center. Daniel Sedin alone. Great save by Gibson. And back come the North Americans with a minute to go. Nathan McKinnon, Johnny Gaudreau, great move, shoots. Lundqvist fought that off, and here they come again. At center, Henrik Sedin was all alone. McKinnon's all alone. He shoots. He scores.
That kind of looked like me.
Oh, my God.
But that's what we could have if fucking Gary Bettman was not the commissioner.
Yeah, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you know how to market, you know.
No, he doesn't know.
But Diego and I could run that league.
Tristan said, going to the Sharks game tomorrow. If they put me on the big screen, what should I do? Kiss someone's wife?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that would be sick.
100%.
Wait, is that Tristan
And then-
Mulrooney?
And then you must chug a
Himmy,
beer.
dude, him Duncan. Hey, also shout out on your gains, man. Happy for you.
Yes, sir.
Looking big, brother.
Glad you're doing well, bro.
Yeah. So MLB opening week was this week. A lot of eventful things. Anthony Rendon. Did you guys see this clip yet?
Yeah.
There's a clip of Anthony Rendon, who's the third baseman for the L.A. Angels, Anaheim Angels, and their opening series was in Oakland. And there's a clip that actually got Anthony Rendon suspended because one of the A's fans called him a bitch multiple times. And at the
I
end of
saw that video.
at the end of the game, Anthony Rendon was like kind of chirping at him going into the dugout, and the guy kind of came up, and Anthony Rendon from like at the deck, and the guys up here pulled the guy's jersey
No shot.
and was like, "You fucking called me a bitch? Yeah, you call me a bitch. Yeah, say that shit again. I dare you. And then, like, let go of his jersey and walked in, and the MLB suspended him for 5 games. So that was kind of funny. Let's see. What else happened? So a new implementation of rules. So the shift is gone, which if you're a non-baseball fan, the shift is basically something where infielders or outfielders can move around at any given point on the field to try and better their chances of getting this person out. So let's say a left-handed hitter hits
only to the pole side.
Only to the pole side, so he's only hitting left, like to the left side of the field, or no, right side of the field. What in years past, what they do is they'd throw 2 infielders in the outfield in short right field. No more shifts, yes, and now they can't do that. Now the shortstop can't go past second base. The second baseman can't go past second base. The first baseman has to stay within 10 feet, and the third baseman has to stay within 10 feet. And none of them can touch the outfield. The outfielders can shift. I think they have 15 feet to shift.
So has that been a huge advantage for lefties so far?
It's just been a huge.
Lefties, it's everybody.
It's everybody.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, let's just say hypothetically, if you don't understand a shift, it's like,
I see.
You could theoretically throw your 3 outfielders all in the
thought you
same
meant
spot
specifically for
on
lefties
top of
it'd
each
be
other.
different.
So, for example, when when players are taught how to hit in the MLB, they are taught to look for a specific pitch at a specific zone on the plate. So, like,
Their sweet spot.
they go up there thinking, I'm not swinging at a pitch unless it's the middle in of the
Yeah, that
plate.
makes sense.
And so, like, take Joey Gallo, for example. He's a left-handed hitter. He is only looking for an inside fastball for, like, 90% of his pitches. Otherwise, he's laying off of it. So then he's taught to only pull the ball because if he pulls the ball, he's going to hit it 450 feet. Okay. So Joey Gallo had, like, the most shifts against because he was only pulling the ball because that was his job. He was allowed to strike out 100 times a year, but he'll hit 30 home runs.
And because he hits – traditionally he hits more pop flies than he does ground outs. Like, he'll strike out a lot, but he hits a lot of pop flies. So what they'll do is they would take shortstop and second base and throw both of them out in the outfield. And it's just it's
because he's not going to hit a ground ball.
But is the shift more favorable for lefties now, though?
No,
no shift.
No, the no shift is just favorable for all hitters. Because
that happens for right-handed hitters too. Like Big Papi, it happened to Big Papi all the time.
Yeah.
So you were just giving an example.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, for lefty or righties.
Difficult for lefties.
No.
I'm saying
it benefits everyone.
It benefits everybody.
It benefits the offense.
But it eliminates
doesn't benefit
the fact that, like, people are taught only to do one thing at the plate. Like, you have to be a complete hitter now. You have to hit to the opposite side of the field. You have to hit, like, you have to be a skilled hitter. You can't just go up there and hit 50 home runs only to the pole side.
So you think Joey will struggle this year then?
Well, he's going to struggle anyways. He's not the only one. That happens to Cody Bellinger. That happens to most of these, like, big hitters that hit a ton of home runs.
Most of these pop fly hitters. Yeah, there's clips where you can just see there's not a single person in left field, and there's not a third baseman or a shortstop in the field at all.
Yes,
so
sir.
they're just gone.
And so, like, it happened with, like, David Ortiz because he would have a shift on. He's a left-handed hitter. He would have a shift on, but he learned how to bunt. So he would just bunt to the left, to the left side of the infield.
Yeah.
And
if
there
you
was
could do it
only
right,
a third baseman, so he would get a base hit every time. So then they couldn't shift on him because he knew how to bunt. So it's like.
So it seems like the MLB is kind of shifting to a more offensive game.
Well, what they're trying to do is they're trying to. With everybody, like with the NBA becoming faster, the NFL is faster. Hockey's obviously a pretty fast-paced sport. They're just trying to make their game faster. The average MLB game last year was 3 hours 2 minutes. Currently, the average MLB game is 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Wow.
In just
that went under 2
Yeah,
hours.
there was a game that went under 2 hours. Now it was low scoring, which we won't see a lot. There's another thing. We won't see a lot of low scoring games this year. When you watched the playoffs last year, the Cleveland Indians and who did Tristan McKenzie pitch against last year in that wild card game?
I'll figure it out.
They went like 12 innings and it was almost hitless the entire game. That will not happen anymore because of the pitch clock. So there's now a pitch clock where the second a player pitches, like the second, for example, Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays pitches a ball. The second that ball gets into his glove, he has 20 seconds to make his next pitch. They did overlays, and last year, which basically it takes them about 18 seconds now to get a pitch across. Last year, it took them about 39 seconds every single pitch. So it almost like every 3 pitches is 1 minute saved.
Yeah, I mean it cuts down.
It was against the Rays.
It was against the Rays. Yeah, the game went how many innings? Do you have that number pulled up? Tristan McKenzie went like that game was one of the longest without a run in MLB history.
Innings.
What?
It only went 9 innings. It's the wild card game.
There was a Cleveland Indians game that like broke the record for longest playoff game with no runs scored, and it was.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that. Actually.
Yeah. Anyway, that will not happen
is
anymore.
Pitcher fatigue going to be something that's kind of big this year?
I don't think it's pitcher fatigue. It's lack of decision making. So in years past, a pitcher could wave off 3 pitches. Yeah. They could get, hey, we're going to go fastball down and outside.
Damn.
We're going to get fastball up, and they
kinda
could
crazy.
wave them both off. And then they'd pick their slider.
So it's definitely favorable for the hitter.
It's very favorable for the hitter.
Also, Zach, they've introduced this new thing called a PitchCom, which is like a bracelet where the pitcher then tells the catcher what to throw.
It's basically this dial that you can wear. It's like a wristband that has this little, like a couple buttons on it. Kind of looks like a little...
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, basically.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like, the keypad on an extendable keyboard, like the 1 through 9. It kind of looks like that, but smaller. And like Shohei Ohtani, for example, would just go boop, and then it goes fastball, and then he'd pick the location, and it tells the catcher exactly where he's going to go.
And some guys will hide it like under their shirt.
Yeah.
Some guys just have it on the wrist. It looks like a watch.
Like, how does it get transferred?
So there's there's a small little microphone that's inside, kind of like a football helmet now, where it'll just go.
That's fucking wild.
It'll just be a tiny little beep beep,
I just
and it'll
saw
tell them what
this
they're going.
game like yesterday. The Twins played the Rays, I think. Yeah, the Rays, and the PitchCom thing was too loud in the catcher's helmet, and the Rays hitters knew exactly what pitch was coming. And what's his name? Mahita,
Miguel Tejada.
something like that. He pitches for the Twins.
It's probably
They
Miguel Tejada.
knew what pitch was coming, and he still held them to 1 run. And like
That's wild.
it was just weird. Like even if you know the pitch is coming, you still have to hit
Wait,
the
so
pitch.
it's just like an AI basically telling them like.
It's not an AI.
Is
it's
it
just
verbally them telling them?
Was
Is
it
or is
Kenta
that like
Maeda?
a cue?
Kenta Maeda. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Shout out.
Is it like something verbally telling them where like the pitch is going to go and what pitch it is, or is it more like a cue that they're going to
it will be
ball to the outside?
It will be a cue, but it is like if you understand how PitchCom works, it's easy to like decipher. It's
like,
not going to say this pitch is a fastball coming low and
Why
outside.
does it say that?
It would say fastball,
It'll just say
curveball,
yeah. It'll just
change
say
up. But like,
And
and then it'll give a
hitters
beep
know,
it'll
like-
give a beep for location, like
Yeah.
like a buzz. It'll buzz your
Because
arm
I'm
and that
thinking,
tells you
like, if
location.
it says something like that,
No.
wouldn't that happen more often?
No.
they
You think that's
can.
going to happen more often? Because,
can.
I mean,
Well,
That's on the
Can you imagine
catcher
being
turning down his.
a hitter, like, you're going to be pretty close to the catcher the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
but it really is just dependent on the situation. But the pitch clock is cool. It also there is
And that was introduced just for this year? The pitch
well, it's going to be permanent.
It
well,
started this
no,
year.
the PitchCom actually existed last year, but there weren't a lot of players using it just because you're not going to implement a
And
whole new
obviously the
pitching
rules are
technique.
changing now. so
But they
there's
knew
more.
that the pitch clock was going to be here.
Huh.
Now there is, let's say a pitcher doesn't. What has to happen is within that 20 seconds you have to enter your warm up. So you could be at 19.9 seconds, and as long as you lift your knee up to go throw the pitch, you're good. But the second that 20 seconds hits, they are on it. This
it's like delay of game?
down to the millisecond. Those umps are going, and they're calling a ball. So it could be bottom of the ninth.
They go
Yeah.
point it.
Yeah.
It's also the batters too.
Yeah. So the batters have 8 seconds to get in the box and get ready.
That's wild.
Manny Machado, did you see that?
Yeah, so they have to run. Yeah, Manny Machado got called on an inning-ending strikeout because he had called for time. Just he called it slightly too late, and they didn't.
Hitters are allowed 1 timeout per at bat too.
Yeah.
as well.
Which
Sorry.
is just a hold up.
So he
slow
stepped
up.
back, was too late, and the ump called him out. They all got off, and he started
Yeah.
chirping. And
So you're not getting
Wait.
So you're not getting an automatic out. You're getting a strike.
So what happens with the timeout then?
Well, timeout is basically like when they get in and they kind of
Yeah.
put their
But
hand
does
up.
the-
That's
the
fine.
clock continue to run or no?
No, so let's say they just
Yeah,
don't
but,
feel
like,
ready
is there
or
like a certain time afterwards where it starts to run or no?
it's you basically get 10 seconds to just kind of like
Once the pitcher has the ball.
Once
That's
the
what you're
pitcher has the
asking.
ball,
Once
you
the
can
pitcher has
call
the ball,
timeout.
Your 8 seconds start.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah, and then you can call timeout in that span,
That's wild.
Yeah,
man.
it's
So there's a lot of new rules.
But this is also happening in college too.
yeah.
Like the SEC has that pitch clock rule.
This
and
might start happening. I don't know if it'll go through high school yet.
No.
I just don't think high schoolers are like built
No way.
to withstand
And they also
a
wanna
lot of
protect
that
their
And their
pitch
games
speed.
aren't nearly as long. either.
Yeah, but I
Also,
just
in high
want
school,
to.
you're learning how to play baseball too.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, a couple days ago, and now obviously it's like the beginning of the season, but I want to read out like a score sheet. On Monday, it was only the I think third or fourth game of the year, so it's still going to be like pitchers are still going to be a little rough. But we had a game that was 8-1. We had a game that was 12-11, 10-0, 12-3, 6-7, 11-1, 6-2, 7-6, 5-9, 8-4, 2-0, 4-5, 7-3, 13-4, and 7-6.
so it sounds like it's a minimum at least 4 runs a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of-
regardless, other than your 2-0.
For fans, there's a lot of runs being scored, and I think it's going to be really good for the fans to go because, look, a pitching matchup, I love watching good pitching beats better, like good offense, but
It's not what sells.
what sells is offense. Someone like Vladimir Guerrero having 3 home runs, or Trace Thompson having 3 home runs in a game. Shout out Trace Thompson. I think it's dope for the sport. I think the pitch clock is going to be good. I think it's going to be good for growing. And I think it does go to show that the MLB is trying to keep up with today's youth that traditionally just have less of an attention span than most people. And you can condense it if you can condense a baseball game to 9 minutes of highlights and really only 1 minute of it is actual runs. It's not a great look. But if you can get someone to watch a 2.5-hour baseball game as opposed to 3:30 baseball game, you're doing something right.
I didn't notice the pitch clock until we went to spring training, and we were like there, and the game was over in 2 hours and 30 minutes. We were like, the game's already over? Or like we looked up, and it was like the 8th inning.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's actually moving.
I was like an hour and a half. I had gotten my times wrong, and I was an hour and a half away. I had thought the A's game had just started, and I look up from MLB TV, and they're already in the 6th. They're already in the bottom of the 6th. And
oh my god!
well, no, sorry, technical
Looks like we
difficulties.
had a fucking earthquake.
Just go sit down. You're good. Anyway, I do want to do a little bit of breakdown of who I think is going to be
Real
really
quick,
good.
before you start that, I have another
Yeah.
thing about the pitch clock.
Couple minutes. Should be 5.
I saw this TikTok, and it was explaining one of Max Scherzer's at-bats. So Max Scherzer is probably the one that's going to abuse this pitch clock the most, just because he knows the rules that the hitter gets one at-bat or one timeout per at-bat. So what he did is he gets the ball, and he just holds it like for an insanely long amount of time, like almost the whole 20 seconds. He's holding it and just tries to make the hitter awkward. And like when you're a hitter and you're standing in the box for a long time, it feels weird. Like you're like
Of course.
antsy.
Anxious, yeah.
So he knows this, and the hitter takes his time out. He steps out, but Max knows that the second that the hitter steps in the box, he can throw the ball. So the hitter has his foot out, and he's watching him, and the hitter knows this too. The second the hitter puts his foot in the box, Scherzer starts his windup and throws it and strikes him out.
Yeah, that's foul.
And so he's going to do the shit
that,
all year
that
long.
needs to be changed.
Like,
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just it's
that's
going
knowing
to
the
challenge.
rule.
And honestly, that's good
so
for the
what would you do
pitchers.
as a hitter?
You have to be ready.
You just got to be ready at all times, and it's going to be good for the pitcher because the hitters, in this sense, are getting a benefit from this pitch clock.
Yeah.
You get less of an option to turn down a pitch that you want.
I think you're going to start seeing more manipulation
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
sense.
There's
of,
going to be a lot of rule
trying
bending
to
and
make
stuff like
hitters
that.
uncomfortable or make them use their timeout, and then the second they come in, boom, throw it.
Out of anyone, Max Scherzer is the most psychotic
Oh, yeah.
MLB
Yeah,
player
That guy's
he's
nuts.
psycho.
That guy's
of all
nuts.
time.
Yeah.
I love it. He's on my fantasy baseball team, so hopefully he can figure it out.
Yeah.
'Cause he just
That
got,
dude's actually psycho.
he's got like minus 10 points right now.
Yeah.
But
Scherzer.
So I do want to just do a little bit of who I think will win each division. Should just spend a minute, and maybe a team, 2 teams in each league that'll make the wild card. So in the AL East, we have the Rays, Yankees, Orioles, Blue Jays, Red Sox. This is a stacked fucking division. The Rays are still the only undefeated team. They're always fucking good. I just don't. They do it with less than the A's have, and they're always competitive. They do. They have a lower payroll, and they stay competitive. I think the Rays win that division, and I think the Orioles and the Yankees are going to be the two teams that make the wild card out of that division. I think the Blue Jays are right there. There's just too many good teams. The Orioles are going to be them this year. I think they're going to be really good. They have a lot of young roster. They have a very young roster. Huh?
What do you think about the Red Sox? What'd you say?
The Red Sox. They're the Red Sox. They can hit. They can't pitch. That's what they are this year. They just can't pitch. Nathan Eovaldi is just not. Actually, I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. But in the AL Central, we have the Guardians, Twins, White Sox, Tigers, and Royals. Again, this division is just always up for grabs. I think the Guardians have it.
I'm going to pull up all the divisions so we can get a visual on it.
Yeah.
Pitch clock. I want to find this video, though, because, explaining it is one thing, but watching
Max Scherzer is already out here playing mind games with the pitch clock. Let's break it down. First, he waits for Riley Adams to get set. Then he holds the ball for an unusually long amount of time, making the batter uncomfortable and forcing him to use his one and only timeout of the at-bat. As soon as it's called, he immediately gets set and stays set throughout the entire timeout. Scherzer knows that because that's his only timeout, as soon as Adams steps into the box, he can pitch to him. So he just stands there ready to go, waiting for him to step into the box so he can throw him a strike immediately. And guess what? It worked.
Okay.
Can't catch up to
see what I'm saying?
React to it.
Yeah.
It's a little different than what I think you imagined.
Yeah. It definitely was.
Yeah. We're going to pull up the MLB.
It still gives a hitter time, though, to actually react.
Just go to
pitch,
standings.
you know?
Just go to standings right now. And it'll pop up with all the divisions that we're running with. So I already covered the AL East. I'm covering the AL Central. I think the Guardians are going to be really good. I don't think there is a team here that snags that third wild card spot. So I'm just going to honestly say it's the Guardians that have it. The Twins are okay,
theirs
but
to lose.
Yeah, it's theirs to lose. The Twins just can't stay healthy, and the White Sox are the White Sox. And
how do they do it again? Is it one? So the top of the division goes.
Top of the division. Yep. There's one, and then I think they have 3 wild card teams now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So only one. So out of the AL Central, if
I mean, it's traditional wild card rules.
Yeah.
It's annoying me. Sorry.
You're good. So if the Guardians go out of the AL Central and say the Yankees, Orioles, and Blue Jays take wild card, then anyone else from AL Central can't get in.
So what basically will happen is, let's say the Rays finish with the number 1.
I guess there's the AL West too.
Yeah. So let's say the Angels somehow make the playoffs, but they're the lowest seeded divisional winning team. They would have to play the the third wild card team. So they would have to play the third wild card team because technically they're not the most protected team.
Yeah.
And then the 1 and 2 wild card would play each other, and it's a best of 3. So it's not just a wild card game. It's a best of 3, which I like.
Because I remember watching the Rockies play the Cubs, I think, in a wild card game, and it was really close, and everyone was like, "Why isn't this a 3-game series?" And then after that, they made it. So this is the AL, and then we're gonna whip over the National League.
Who'd you say AL West was going to win?
Sorry, I
think it's Houston. I think it's Houston, and I think the Mariners take the last wild card spot. I think they're going to be at the top of the wild card. I don't know if they have enough. The Rangers are interesting because right now the Rangers have the best offense. The Astros.
Yeah.
That's really
what
all.
About the A's?
Yeah. No, they're. You know what? They might have the most losses this year. I think they're going to have 110 losses, so that'll be pretty good.
Got to make history somehow.
Got to make history somehow. Yeah. Go from Moneyball to.
I was about to say
ball.
Moneyball.
Yeah. I think the Mariners are really good. I'm interested to see how the Rangers can continue this because their offense is stupid. Mm-hmm. It's just unfair because they have ungodly amounts of money. They kind of lack pitching. The Angels are the Angels. They could surprise me. I don't think they will. But the Astros, their success is dependent on who did they just sign? They lost Justin Verlander, but they have a lot of young pitching. Right now they're slightly banged up, but I don't know. The Astros are just always there.
They're just going to be a good team.
It's early MLB, so it's kind of hard to see really what's going to pan out, but I do think at the end of the day it's going to be Astros-Mariners in that division. Sure. I think Mariners are going to be on their ass all year, though.
Me too.
I will be going to Seattle in July, by the way.
Oh, for the All-Star game?
No. I'm going for my 2-year anniversary, but I'm going to go up to a Mariners Blue Jays game. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
It's always fun watching them play.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've never been to Petco or not Petco, T-Mobile. All right, so moving on to the National League, we have the Braves, Mets, Marlins, Nationals, and Phillies. Dude, I don't know. The Mets.
Oh, Phillies won tonight?
No, they won. Yeah, they did. They did.
Because they were the only team that didn't win the game.
The Phillies right now have a team ERA. Well, they did. Going into tonight, they had a team ERA, which is earned run average. Basically, a pitcher who gives up a home run, that's one earned run. If he gives up a 2-run home run or like a single that scores a run, that's an earned run. There's a couple stipulations, like if there's an error, or if a pitcher comes in after a pitcher just left and he leaves a guy on second and third, and that pitcher gives up a home run, he's only credited for a single run. Yeah. The other 2 are the other pitcher's fault. But
it's basically whose fault it was.
The Phillies right now have a team ERA of 9.38.
Shit.
Even the A's aren't that bad. And the A's had 3 games where they gave up 12 or more runs.
That's horrible.
Yeah. The Phillies gave up 18 runs in the second game to the Rangers and 13 in the first game to the Rangers. So I honestly think the Braves have that division. I don't think anyone's going to catch them.
Even the Mets?
Dude, the Mets got no help, man.
Shout out Frank, dude.
They shut down Edwin Diaz.
That sucks.
Justin Verlander's out. They don't have pitching. They'll be hitting wise, but Jeff McNeil's not started the year like I thought he would.
I don't think their offense is
not
anywhere near the Braves.
No. And they're off. What?
They have Frank though.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
They have Pete Alonso, but Pete Alonso. I do think the Phillies will be good once Bryce Harper comes back and they're able to gel. They just have to figure out some pitching. It's going to be rough for them all year. I do think the Braves have it. The Marlins might surprise a lot of people. Jesus Luzardo is going to have a banger of a year. He's my pick for an all-star sleeper. Moving on to the NL Central, we have the Brewers, Pirates, Reds, Cubs, and Cardinals. My 2 teams coming out of this are the Brew Crew and the Cardinals. I think the Brewers are...
Go Brewers, man.
I'm excited. Brewers are loaded this year.
I like the Brewers.
Even with Christian Yelich continuously having down years, they are loaded.
I could see the Pirates low-key making a run. Not I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but they'll challenge the Brewers, I feel like.
I think the Pirates are that team that's going to be expected 500, and they could go a couple games above it, but they'll have these runs where they win maybe 6-7 straight games in a row type thing.
That's kind of what I meant. Was they're not going to be dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the dog shit team is the Reds.
Yeah.
The Reds, actually, you want to hear something crazy? You know Ken Griffey Jr., the retired baseball player? He is the 3rd highest paid player right now on the Reds payroll.
He hasn't played in how many years?
Played in 17 years, and he's making $4.2 million from the Reds, and he's the 4th highest person on that payroll. That's how bad they are.
How is that even possible?
He signed a contract that allows him to get
back end.
Yeah, it gives him back end pay.
20 years?
For 20 years, yeah. I think he's got one more year and then he's done. But
same thing with the guy Bobby
Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, Bonilla. Yeah.
It happens a lot. It's just the Reds are so low in payroll that comes up as a statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if that happened on the Dodgers, it would be who cares?
Yeah.
They don't have anyone.
Only in Ohio.
Only in Ohio.
Only in Ohio.
Ohio monsters, man.
But yeah.
I'm real.
NL West. I'm curious on your take on this, Keith.
Yeah. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun. This is the AL East's. This is the comparable division to the AL East. You have Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks, Giants, and Rockies. It's funny to think that the Giants right now are they're the bottom tier of this division. The Rockies,
which is weird.
The Rockies are going to be shitty. They have nobody. But funny enough, their general manager, the general manager, after having a terrible offseason, said, "I think we're going to be competitive with 500."
What?
He said that. That's what he's hoping they can get to is 500 this year. That's his goal. A major league team isn't even just accepting that his team's shit. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm happy to get to 500 this year.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's rough.
Just shitty.
The Padres went all in this year.
They did.
They spent a bag. They got a lot. They're trying to compete with the Dodgers.
They made the NLCS last year.
Yeah, I know. I see a lot of potential with this team. There's a lot of stardom. I think it's still contingent on if Tatis can continue to stay healthy, have a full year of health under him. I think they're going to be really good.
When we were in spring training, he played a lot of outfield.
Wait, isn't he suspended right now?
No.
Yeah.
PEDs, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's got another month to go.
Damn.
Forming.
He was able to play in spring
Yeah.
training. That's why I thought his thing was up.
The Dodgers are going to be the Dodgers. They are just loaded every year.
They'll be good.
It's just whatever. I will say, my rookie of the year candidate right now for the MLB on the NL side is the Cardinals. I think I forget his name. He's a 20-year-old. I think it's Hunter Green. I want to say his name.
He's for the Reds.
No. It's not Hunter Green. Jordan Walker. Walker on the St. Louis Cardinals. He's going to be very special. This guy's.
Is Corbin Carroll a rookie this year?
Yes.
He only played like.
Yeah, he's a rookie because you have to reach a.
You know that guy's
minimum
from
amount of
Seattle?
games.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he committed to USC and played down there, but he's from like the Seattle area.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Jordan Walker. Remember that name? The guy's only 20 years old.
He throws like 105. Is that
That's
the pitcher?
Hunter Green.
Well, he does too. But who's the closer for the Cardinals?
It's Jordan Walker's an outfielder.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
thinking somebody else.
he's in right field, but this
I
guy's
saw
going to
that
be
video.
extremely
Yeah, no, that guy-
special.
105.2,
Can I
like the
review
fastest pitch
my
ever.
fantasy baseball team? And I'm gonna have you give it a rating.
Yeah, let me
After
just
that,
say my other rookie of the year candidate is the 26-year-old Japanese player, and I want to pull up his name so I don't butcher it because I know I will.
You're
He
gonna
plays for the
anyway.
Red Sox. He's the shortstop.
Oh.
Let me just Makatashi Yoshida.
It's a
This,
fire name.
this
Sick-ass
guy's
name.
going to be an animal. He's just, dude, he's got so much power for a second baseman.
You said shortstop.
I meant to say second baseman.
Gotcha.
Sorry, that's my bad. But yeah, I think he's going to be the shining spot for that team besides Rafael Devers. So those are my picks.
Cool. All right. So at catcher, I've got MJ Melendez, Kansas City. Other catcher, I got Logan O'Hoppe. Yeah. First base, I got Matt Olson and Seth Brown.
Awesome. I love Sethy.
I had him on my team last year. He's pretty
Seth's got power.
good. Second base, I've got Jonathan India and
Fire pick.
Isaac. Yeah, I know.
He had a down year last year.
I know, but I think this year he's going to come back. Isaac Paredes as my other. Austin Riley at third. Yandy Diaz for the other third. Shortstop, I got Bo Bichette and C.J. Abrams, who I'm hoping has a better.
Started with
I
like
want C.J.
3
Abrams to
errors.
play really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That Nationals team is just a train wreck.
Outfield, I got Anthony Santander, Michael Harris, Jesse Winker, Tony Kemp, Robbie Grossman.
I love TK.
And then in utility and floating around, Yohan Moncada, Brandon Crawford, Christian Walker, Ty O'Neill, Trent Grisham, Josh Lowe. Josh Lowe. And then for pitching, I got Corbin Burns, Max Scherzer, Shane Bieber, Emmanuel Clase, and Kenley Jansen.
It's a good lineup.
That's a good pitching
I
lineup.
think your infield worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
Just offensively.
Yeah.
But I think once you get into that outfield looks really nice. Did you see Tyler O'Neill got suspended?
Did he?
Yeah, he got benched.
He played tonight.
No, I saw that too, Keith.
No, because tonight he got benched, like for tomorrow's game or whatever. He didn't hustle on like running into home. We can maybe find the clip, but the guy just basically lightly jogged in a like an inning-ending situation, and he jogged from third to home, and they threw him out from outfield.
Ronald Acuna did.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna.
I watched that game. Yeah, I remember that.
So they
Is Austin Riley an MVP candidate?
it'll be. I don't know. He could be.
He could be like Silver Slugger
right?
third base, maybe.
Who was your shortstop again?
Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette is Bo Bichette's on a tear. He's gonna be so good. I'm a little.
I like him.
I'm a little closeted Bo Bichette fan. I'm a closeted Blue Jays fan. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tyler
today
O'Neill.
that throw
toenail.
today. I didn't know that happened today, but
Yeah,
that,
toenail, baby.
I saw it as a good throw from Ronald.
Also,
Acuna.
Tyler O'Neill,
He
jacked.
did make a good throw, though.
Yeah, but look at how this guy's running.
Here in
He's
April.
huge.
Tyler O'Neill is jacked, and he's a center fielder, so he has wheels. Watch him run.
O'Neill coming
Look at him run,
home.
dude.
And the tag is
turned out by like a
applied.
foot
And he
and a
is out.
I know the guy.
Yeah,
Ronald
I did not
Acuna.
expect that much of a
A
throw.
great throw on a hop.
But
Murphy
No,
applies the
upon review, it showed him he was kind of like just
debuted
not trying
last
to
year in
score.
April.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna also
This
had
one is
No,
over the
he's center
glove of
fielder.
Albies.
He's got wheels.
more than
O'Neill
92
coming
mile-an-hour
home.
ball.
And the tag
Boy,
is
took
applied. And he is out.
Outfield.
I feel like
Ronald
he's
Acuna.
being honest by a country
A
now.
great throw on a hop.
Oh, that fucking throw was fast, man.
Yeah, well, Ronald Acuna has an absolute rocket
Why was he
launcher.
playing
for
right
an arm.
field? He was playing center for.
He
the Braves.
plays utility. He's
Michael
utility
Harris.
in the. He's utility in that
Oh,
outfit.
I thought he was like strictly center field.
No.
Didn't
No,
know
no,
that.
Well, Michael Harris is center fielder. Now.
Yeah.
He plays right. I mean, he can play anywhere.
You say when you have a cannon like that, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
I think Seth Brown's going to have an up year. I think he's going to be the shining spot for that A's team, which is I don't even want to talk about it.
Don't have many.
I'm repping the Oakland jersey because I thought it looks nice. I'm not an A's fan this year. I'll watch them. I'm not an A's fan this year. I'm a baseball guy this year. So MLB TV will
He's
be
starting
on.
early. He said
ML
it early in the season.
MLB TV will be on. The A's game will not be. So
I will
Shout out
say
Mariners.
one thing about baseball. With the pitch clock, me and Sean were watching the, I don't know, who's it playing, the Phillies and Braves or something like that? Or
Phillies and Rangers. They were Sunday Night Baseball.
No, it was Braves and Nationals.
Yeah, Braves and Nationals. I could honestly, like saying from somebody that doesn't like watching baseball on TV, I'll watch it in person because I think that shit's
I feel like
way
that's
more
a
exciting.
general. Like,
I can
thing.
actually probably sit through an entire game of baseball now just because
fun.
of the pitch clock. Gets my heart race going, and I'm like, I'll get like on the edge of my seat as soon as it hits zero because I know like these guys are gonna have to swing. There's
Yeah.
gonna be way more action, and the games go by way faster.
yeah, there's
So
going to be a lot more
I
offense.
can probably stay in tune a lot.
If there was ever a year to start watching baseball, I think it would be now.
Yeah.
Like I think.
I also think with baseball,
of
like,
youth, too.
there's a lot of people that hate on baseball, or, I mean, I've heard it a lot, and just people complaining about how slow it is, because it is, and especially before this
it's
year.
a slow burn. It's a
Yeah.
candle.
No, it's true, but it's also like it's called America's pastime for a reason, and that it's not a engaging thing that you sit down and watch all 9 innings.
Yeah.
It's something you throw on when you're working and you have the A's game or the Braves game or whatever in the background, because
Perfect example.
And
Perfect
then
example.
playoff baseball's just different, though.
when I'm at work and I'm doing trainings on the computer, like I literally the other day I threw on an Orioles game because I wanted to watch Adley Rutschman, and I literally watched 6 innings and I just played in the background. If I'm doing homework, I throw MLB on my TV.
Yeah.
I'll probably go do that tonight.
That's what Dad did.
you have it on this, even like so for me with my job, I've got computer learning over here and I've got baseball going on this screen, because half the time you can see the pitcher wind up, you look, he swings, he misses, you go back to looking.
Yeah.
Like it's
You kind of have to pay attention now.
Yeah.
But it is very passive TV.
Yeah.
It's something you throw on in the background. It's like a fan.
And
It's
then
white
once
noise.
it comes 7th, 8th, 9th inning,
Yeah.
then you start.
You unpause it. What I like about MLB TV is I could just switch. Like if this
think-
game's boring, I could just go watch a
Yeah.
Brewers game
The
and
one
it's 10
thing
to
I
nothing.
find weird though is I only feel that way about the MLB. College baseball for me is different though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more electric. It's more fun to watch.
So those aluminum bats, man.
I think maybe it's the aluminum bats. Like
Sound.
there's more action.
nostalgic.
I feel like
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
There definitely is.
I find more myself wanting to watch college baseball on TV more than the MLB.
That's fair.
But I also might just be a personal
College
thing.
hockey playoffs start tomorrow, or the Final Four, Frozen Four.
Frozen
Yep,
4.
April 6th.
Oh damn.
But yeah,
Speaking of sports,
I think first game's tomorrow. Boston U versus Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
I got Boise State.
They're in the ACHA.
Boise State versus Granada High. Who wins?
Dude, it would be 20 to nothing in the first period.
It'd be a slaughter.
Yeah.
They would put their prospect guys in from. Well, I mean it's college versus fucking high school, but
Here's a
They
question.
wouldn't even have those guys out.
If
They wouldn't be in the
have their
if
freshman
Boston
yeah,
if Boston College or who's like the number 1 team? Denver.
Minnesota.
Okay, if Minnesota played the Idaho Steelheads, who wins?
Steelheads.
By like a lot.
Professional hockey, dude. I mean, it's just a difference.
Not by a lot, but it's,
Probably not by a lot, but I mean, it's called. I mean, it's like saying, well,
No, it's not.
Like, what about
Like a college team
LS
versus like a single A team.
LSU versus
Yeah,
Double
yeah.
A baseball?
LSU versus single A baseball. It's kind of the similar situation. Well, there's no single A of hockey.
No,
Yeah, there
but
is.
ECHL is Double A.
Basically.
Yeah, it's technically double A, but
yeah.
in the grand scheme of NHL, it's the lowest tier. It's the single A.
It's
There just
double A.
is no single A.
No, it's just because NHL,
Yeah.
MLB, AHL, Triple A.
Triple A, ECHL, double A. I know, but I'm just saying it's basically like
I get what he's trying to say though.
Yeah.
like
It's the
saying,
lowest
like,
competition.
It's the lowest sort of competition.
That's true.
When you
I
go
see
to
what
college,
you're
when you go from college to the MLB, you go to single A. You don't go straight to double A.
Yeah,
That's my point. I'm just saying like that's the
Speaking of which,
comparison.
my buddy that I played against, he was the 10th overall pick for the Rockies. Just got assigned to the Spokane Indians. And he's going to start the year there. So
for him.
He was 10th overall.
he was the 10th overall pick.
Hey, shout out, dude.
Shout out
Oh, yeah.
Gabe Hughes. Yeah,
$2 million signing bonus right there.
I think it was 4.
Yeah,
I think it's 4.5.
quite a bit. That's a lot
But,
of money.
That's the one that your mom took a picture with?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he's something like 6'6".
Maybe he'll hook us up with tickets.
He feels like 98. He's absolutely.
Wait,
yeah,
you know
he's an
him
Absolute fucking
personally?
dog. Yeah, I used to play Little League with him. We're
That's
family
fine,
friends. But yeah,
Could have been you, bro.
he should have been. Nah, I'm just fine.
Should
But yeah, he's gonna start with the Spokane Indians, and so then
That'll be fire.
he'll probably move up quickly because the Rockies are dog shit, and he's a good
God,
pitcher.
are they fucking awful? No,
But-
you know what? He might not move up. They just might want to keep.
But he pitched against the Dodgers A team in spring training and threw like 6 innings, no hits, and he was facing like the Dodgers A team, like it was the actual Dodgers team,
Oh, that's fine.
and he was just a fucking
Gas
dog,
him up.
dude, absolute dog. He's 21.
Oh, so he'll probably move quickly.
All right,
Yeah.
let's move on to some
The weekend recap.
NBA.
NBA. Yeah,
Yeah, and then we can do some NHL and you get
we don't have a whole lot of time. We're already at a minute.
I kinda
Yeah.
With the-
I can keep the NBA quick.
Okay.
I can keep the NBA quick because once playoff starts, then I really want to have like a
Yeah,
segment.
totally.
Can we pull up NBA the actual outlook? I'm so excited for the NBA playoffs. I am too. I'm rooting for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies.
Is this what you want?
Yes. Yep. This is perfect.
Okay, I was just double checking.
This is the playoff picture as it stands right now. With 2 games left. All right. So while we're waiting for a couple people to come back. Yeah. I'd actually, yeah, nice one.
Digital footprint, bro.
Digital footprint.
Digital footprint, bro.
I'm kind of rooting for the Cavs. I think Cavs and Knicks is going to be a fun series. Now, okay, I just want to preface, this is not the actual playoffs. They are subject to change, but the Eastern Conference right now is pretty cemented as it is. There is only 2 games left, but there is a lot of discrepancy between like the top
the
5
matchups
seeds.
are going to change.
Yeah,
maybe.
the play-in tournament will probably change, but a lot of the Eastern Conference teams are set. The Bucks are loaded, and I will say, yes, yeah, Giannis is just on another level. I will say that the best thing Milwaukee did, keep Drew Holiday. That guy is a defensive fucking animal. He's the
He
Fred
scored
Van.
51 the other night.
I know, and nobody talked about it. Yeah, he had
Yeah.
51 and nobody
He had
talked
51, and Giannis had a triple-double with
He
like
had,
30 points.
He had 51 on like 20 of 28 shooting or something like that, whatever it was. So this is not the actual playoff picture like cemented. This will be subject to change. So I'm just gonna say the teams that I like. Yeah. I want to just go through every seed and just say what I think real quickly. Denver, I don't like them. I don't like Denver at all. I actually, in the Western Conference, I don't know who to fucking pick. I like Phoenix. I kind of like Phoenix. Obviously, I'm a homer, so I'm going to say I like Golden State. Golden State doesn't have any fire this year. They just, I don't know.
They're just playing basketball.
Yeah. I do think I think that is the best matchup they could have gotten. But I will
I
say
think it'll be fun in the sense of like Sacramento and the Bay Area. Like
that
banter is going to be fun.
I will say this Sacramento team is very young, and with a lot of the youth comes the chip on the shoulder. And I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The amount of people that are saying, I hope Golden State plays the Kings because the Kings have no playoff experience, I don't give a fuck. I realize that Golden State has the playoff experience. They do not have the goddamn team to take it this far. There is going to be a lot of emotions in that series because Sacramento is trying to do something they haven't done in over 20 years. Win a damn playoff game. At least make the playoffs. Granted, experience is important. Experience is important. But Golden State has not played well. And there is a lot of criticism going against Sacramento, a lot of people doubting them. They don't have a lot of pressure to win because people are going to pick Golden State. Now, granted, if Golden State pulls out that series, people will say Sacramento choked. But I don't think there's a lot of pressure on Sacramento to win. I think there's more pressure on Golden State because they're the defending champs. So I think Sacramento, if they can come out and punch Golden State in the mouth, the series is over.
They win those like 2-0. Yeah,
if they go up 2-0 in Sacramento, series is over. Especially with the roads, the home road splits, the Golden State Warriors. So I honestly think the 4 teams that'll be there, the Clippers, the Nuggets, sadly.
So you think in the Western Conference Championship it's going to be the Clippers versus the Nuggets?
I don't actually know what it would look like just based off the seeding alone because the Warriors could end up having a 5 seed. Yes. I think the Clippers and the Nuggets are stacked. I think the Clippers are deep. Dare I say it? The Memphis Grizzlies will be there. And I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate. I'm going to take Sacramento to make the Western – I'm going to take them to make the second round. I think they beat Golden State. Now, that could mean that, that's just – Golden State is right on the fringe of the 5 and 7 seed, so who knows? I like OKC against Minnesota. I think OKC is better than Minnesota. The problem with OKC is they don't have a defense, but they're really big, so they match up well, and they have the 4th best offense in basketball right now. And honestly, if Naz Reid isn't on his game, Minnesota stands no chance.
LSU.
Lakers are going to be okay. I like the Lakers, but I don't know. That's going to be an interesting series. Whoever they fucking play, Lakers are going to get spanked. Going to the Eastern Conference, this is going to be really hard to predict because their Eastern Conference is really, really, really stacked. Milwaukee right now is the cemented 1 seed. Boston's the cemented 2. Philly's cemented at 3. I think Cleveland and New York have cemented as of today. We're just waiting on Brooklyn and who is it? Yeah, Brooklyn and Miami are the only ones that could. Atlanta could take Miami's spot. The 6 seeds going down are open, are subject to change, except for Chicago. I really think it's as simple as the seeding goes.
Do you think Philly could do it?
I don't know. I don't think Philly. I don't know, man. It's Philly. Yeah. It's Philadelphia.
It's weird because I could totally see them making the Eastern Conference Finals and being okay, they deserve to be here, but they could also lose first round.
I think it's just the Bucks, and I think what speaks to the Bucks is the fact that they play in a tiny market of Milwaukee, so nobody talks about them. Yeah, dude, they've dominated the whole year, and nobody covers them. They're not on a lot of ESPN games. They are, but they aren't. Yeah, and that's because Boston's the 3rd largest market.
Even Philly is covered more.
I like Boston. I'm not 100% sure on them yet. I'm not 100% sure on, they were obviously in the championship last year. I just don't love them. I'm just kind of a hater. The fucking play-in tournament.
At least he admits it,
Yeah, the play-in tournament is as it goes. I think Atlanta beats Miami, and I think Toronto beats Chicago. Whoever they play, they're going to get spanked. But my top 4 is Milwaukee, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Boston. That's simple. I think New York is the only team that might make a run, and they got to play Cleveland. So it's going to be very cut and dry. But the Western Conference is a toss-up because outside of Denver, they're all the same goddamn team, just with a different jersey. Sacramento, too. I don't like Memphis in the playoffs. I never do. So,
gang shit.
Fuck them, dude.
There you go. Good takes from Keith.
Yeah. Playoffs does start. The play-in tournament, I think, starts Saturday. So we will have some fun games. Next week, we will cover the actual playoff once the play-in's over. And then we can really break it down. So
Well, Keith, I appreciate your takes.
Of course.
Kind of explaining that and
yeah.
the pitch clock. And
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that jersey is going to be super comfortable, by the way. So look out for that.
Punch you. So we had a little fun weekend for the fellas, and our guest Julia came up, and I don't know, it was a really good weekend.
Lots of fun.
Like Zach said before the pod, it's most fun weekend we've had in a while. I feel like going downtown and hanging out.
We've had a good run of weekends lately. Like, I mean, that was definitely top tier.
I like going to the arcade and then just chilling before. And then
I forgot we went bowling too. Like
that was fun.
2-hour wait.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally just played arcade games and fucked around for 2 hours, which was like.
Zach,
got the little sticky hands.
Zach sounds like a baby chipmunk right now. Hold on. Talk again? Yeah.
You hear me now?
No.
Did I press something here?
No, you're good now.
Can you
I'll be
hear?
I don't know, it
eating
could've
good.
been a
No,
wire.
EBT.
So yeah, we played arcade games for like 2 hours while waiting to bowl, which was a little bit nostalgic, and I think that was a lot of fun because we don't do that at all.
Yeah.
We never do that actually.
Played foosball.
Yeah, we played foosball. We played the basketball, like you can
Shoot 'em.
whatever it's called.
Air hockey.
Air hockey. I think they played Mario Kart. So we don't do that a lot, So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. I mean, we never do that. I don't think.
How many
I can
people did we
remember the last
have,
time
too?
We did that. And we had 15 people.
15.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we bowled for a little bit, and then came back, pregame, went downtown, which was a lot of fun. And then, I honestly think the walk home is probably like the highlight.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
whole
100%.
downtown. And we started off by these two guys walking past us, and they had walked past us, and I turned to someone, I was like, "Hey, like, should I call him Pipsqueak?" And these guys were the perfect guys to call Pipsqueak. And whoever it was, they were like, "Yeah, go for it, call him." And so I called him. I was like, "Keep moving, Pipsqueak." And the dude was like, "What?" I was like, "Keep moving, tough guy." And there's a guy on TikTok that does this, so I got inspired by him. But he's like, "What the fuck did you say?" And I'm like, "Dude, move it along, Pipsqueak. It's not that serious." And we're literally like yelling at each other from like at least 50 feet apart.
Yeah.
Literally just like walking parallel with each other this way until they got to the park this way, and we just kept walking along like the road next to Winco. And so they walked this way, and we're screaming like Pipsqueak. And Lindsay's walking out. She's like, "Zach, why did you do that?" I'm like, "I had to."
But dude,
I had
he was
to.
on one the
I had
entire
to.
night.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
calling everybody
Yeah,
Pipsqueak.
and I had
Should have
to
brought
do
the
that a
mic,
little bit.
man. Make
But,
some content.
We were
Those
too
guys
drunk to
specifically,
film
I needed
anything.
to. Like, it
Huh?
was like,
We were too drunk.
I
to
got
film
an itch.
anything. We would have.
like I saw him running across the street, and I was like, "Oh,
You just knew.
these guys are easy pickings." And so I'm yelling this, and like I'm just joking. These guys get hella serious, and I think it's Garrett and Sean. They're literally yelling like, "Dude in the white shirt, yeah, we gonna suck your dick." Dude's like, "What?" And he's just screaming like, "Blah blah blah,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up!" Like,
No, I started getting
come here,
aggressive.
like, yeah,
It was
and
just
he's
like-
Sean
just
getting aggressive when he
hella-
drinks?
No, he's getting hella aggressive,
What?
saying gay shit like that. And I'm crying, laughing, like, "Shut up, Pipsqueak, like, move
Yeah.
along that way."
Just
And this guy starts walking up this way, and I think Sean's like, "You're not gonna do anything. Like, if you come over here, I'm gonna fucking get on my knees," or like whatever he said.
just some
and the dude's
foul
like either
shit.
ignoring it or just not processing.
Probably
He's
couldn't
like,
hear it. We were
"Dude,
pretty far
shut
at
the
that point.
fuck up, like I'm being." And he's like hella angry. I'm like, "Dude, we're literally just fucking you." So eventually they left, and
I just saw him
we had
getting
some
angry.
adventures in the
I
fucking
wonder why
park
he was
and
angry.
Yeah.
went to Pile.
Wonder why.
Yeah.
who did you try to
Because of
grab
that.
the goose that was sitting there?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Dude, so like we were walking by
I
this like
didn't
little
try to grab
statue
it. I
thing.
walked up to it and it
I mean,
hissed at me.
There was like
Cody-
this goose sitting on
Cody
this like
probably would've been angry too in that situation.
You're unplugged.
Cody got
You're plugged in first.
Cody got mad when someone asked if he was
Sounds
fishing,
like a chipmunk again.
and he
because it unplugged.
tough day fishing, huh?
It was.
It was a tough day fishing. That was a rough day.
You'd be angry if someone called you
Let's
Pipsqueak at
move
2
on
a.m.
before you get hurt.
No, you just haven't said anything, then you make that comment for no reason.
But,
Cool. We love siblings, don't we?
I don't know. We had a fun ass.
This is the sweet life of Zach and Cody right
Cody
here.
went home early. He was a little bitch. He had a ride.
I had just missed you guys, by the way.
Yeah, you actually got our Uber and then took it for yourself.
Oh, I actually told you guys that I was leaving, and you all ignored
Nope.
me. Yes, I did.
We knew
Yes, I
about
did.
it.
I walked
But
right
Anyway,
up to
so
you. I
that
walked up to
jersey is
Garrett
going to be super
and you
comfortable.
And Sean said, "Listen, Anthony's coming in 5 minutes. Are you guys coming?"
That
Garrett
wasn't-
shook his head, and I left.
But we were all supposed to.
Anyway, yeah, so I had like just missed you guys downtown.
How?
It was
What?
1:47.
I was at Granny's,
Yeah, we were
and then
gonna
I went
stay till
to
2.
I went to
Well,
Silly Birch, Which,
You guys
dude,
said the walk was
did you guys
the
go to
best
Sealy
part,
Birch at
wasn't
all?
it?
It was.
We did.
I'm glad we did.
Silly Birch was fucking packed, man.
Yeah.
When?
I was there at like 11:30.
It was kind of packed when we were there.
No, it was.
I literally looked at Zach and I was like, "This is dead."
11:30.
Like I could walk. We were there at like 11:45.
Yeah, we were there at the same time. Well, we might not have been there at the same time. It might have been like 11:15. I don't know.
Dude,
Oh wait. Did I say 7? No, 11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when we left at that.
Yeah,
No,
we
it-
left around that same time. But I remember looking at Zach and I was like, "This is dead," because like I could see like all the way around the.
Oh
bar.
no. We were not there at the same time. I tried to walk to the bathroom. I could not get through. There was a girl dancing. Before we end, I got a funny gym story. But there was a girl dancing, right? And she looks at me and I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying to get through." And she just and kind of looks at me and I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying to get through." And she just and I'm just like, "Okay." And just fucking just pushed her. I just got her the fuck out of my way. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I like turn around and she's like kind of like this and she's like pointing to me and her like boyfriend just gives me a look and I'm just like,
Fuck you.
Fucking got the time for this, buddy. I'm in jeans right now. Get the fuck out of here. Like anyway, that place was packed. I had to
Silly
leave
Birch
after
was a
like
lot
10
of fun
minutes.
though. Like they were playing some bangers.
Banger music. Yeah.
I couldn't hear myself talk, so that's when I knew I
There
had to.
weren't that many people, which was kind of surprising.
But yeah, do you want me to show them the videos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I
Here's
tell
some of the videos that we took over the weekend.
I don't know if you guys can hear it on the
I can.
shit on
You're
that.
on Realtek. Realtek is a computer.
Jesus, man, you gotta stop fucking around with it.
No, you did it again.
A little bit of.
Is it on Realtek?
No, it's Realtek is your computer name. Like, don't click
What the
Realtek because this is
Dude, I got a funny gym story, man.
Realtek again.
Stop doing that, bro.
What's
This
that
one?
thing called? JBL?
I'm addicted to the
Don't
fast
click on
life. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be your computer.
That 20-hour
There's
week
two
work
Realtek
life.
shops.
Whew.
Okay, don't click on Realtek.
Stop moving it, bro.
Oh wait, what was speaker? Streaming.
Oh, it is being a little fucky.
Oh well.
Anyway,
But you can hear it, Sean.
Yeah, they can.
Fuck.
wow. So anyway,
Shut up.
We're just watching a video that you guys can't see. It's pretty cool though.
Just us.
I wish you guys could see this. This is funny.
This is our thing.
I had to look away because Cody was looking at me,
No.
and then I was like,
He sounds
nah.
like a chipmunk.
And then he looked. It was funny.
Is that Gally?
Gally is
Oh,
hammered.
last week. That's
Dude,
it.
I don't even know what the fuck that video was. And then
Oh, what is
This
this?
is after Pie Hole.
Knock,
Oh,
knock, knock,
yeah.
knock.
open the door.
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 It was funny. And then
Gally, if you're watching this,
Hey, Verda. Bitch ass. Verda.
Verda.
Shorzy. Sounds dope, man.
But dude, it was funny because we saw.
Yeah. No, we did run into each other. We had like a crazy makeout session. You guys just didn't see it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Cody and I bumped into each other, and literally our lips bumped into each other.
We did. I don't remember that fucking thing.
Ow.
Cody rode the bowl for the first time too.
I did.
You used the two. You were the two-hander man, man. That doesn't count.
Dude, some cowboy guy in the front was trying to give me lessons. Swear to God, I get up on the thing and I see this lonely cowboy. He's dressed up to the T, man. Like,
Was he wearing a red? Was he wearing a red flannel?
Oh, yeah. Why did I do that?
Was he wearing a red flannel?
No, but
Dude,
I wish
I
he
wish.
was. Probably would have made it even better. But I get on the bowl and I'm like, I'm pretty fucked up, and
Really?
well,
How so?
I was just like, all right, let's see how long I can fucking go. And this cowboy guy in the front, he's literally sitting there and he's like this. He's like, he's like shouting at me like we're at a PBR event, like, lean back. Yeah, you're good. And I'm just ignoring everything he's saying. I'm just going like this, dude, the whole time. And as soon as he turned, I was fucking done. And I could hear it on the background, like, that's a big boy. And I fall, dude, and I'm just like, oh, man.
Did you try just the one hand, or you just could only do the two hand?
I was seeing how long I could get last on there. I think I was
At
like
least you didn't
8-9
rip your
seconds
fucking
maybe.
hand.
Dude, I thought I did. Thought I did it
Now,
first. Like I
could
got
you
off
see
and
why
I was just,
I
like,
ripped
kinda
my hand on
gripping
that
a little
shit?
bit?
Oh, yeah, dude.
100%. I fucked my calf up, dude. Woke up in the morning and I felt like I went to like kind of like stretch out and I grabbed my calf and it just felt like, and it was a massive bruise on my calf because the back side was just digging in like to my calf the entire time. And when I fell off, I think it just went boom.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I rode the bull on my 21st, and I tried the one hand, and I think I lasted less than a second.
It was one of those nights where I was looking at my phone like this.
1/4 turn and I was off, and they were like, "Woo!"
Anthony couldn't even get my attention when he came up to pull up at the Chipotle at 2 a.m. I was literally
I've never lasted
with
less
my
than
eyes
10,
open, and
so.
he's like flashing his lights at me, and he told me I didn't respond for like 2 minutes. I was just sitting there rocking back and forth, looking at my phone, and then he honked. The one eye Willie? No, it was like both eyes Willie, like just like this. Like, I could
The
barely see
both
my
eye
shirt.
Willie.
I told Anthony I'd get in the car. I'm like, dude, just drive. And he's like, are you okay? Like, dude, he's like fucking Jerry Springer, asking a million fucking questions. I'm like, dude, just get me home. I'm about to pull up.
Are you sure?
I
Are you
did.
okay?
Worst hangover I've ever had in like a year and a half, 2 years. It was horrible.
Last weekend?
Yes, I projectile vomited. I tried to go get breakfast burritos, dude. Oh my god.
Is that why you didn't go get breakfast with us?
Bad Boy Burgers, dude. Yeah, well, my phone fucking died, and I guess my charger just said, fuck you. So I woke up at like 11, and I get my phone charged, and I'm like, damn it, missed breakfast. So I was like, so I go to Bad Boy Burgers, because I heard good things about their breakfast food. They were fucking gas, by the way. So good. Dude, get like a few bites in. Oh, yeah. I literally went out in the backyard and just fucking threw up bad.
That's rough.
So good.
Dude, it was horrible, dude. And then I like was waiting, like I was just like sitting there for a minute. I was like, I think the worst was when I was in line for Bad Boy Burgers. Like I had nothing in my stomach. I was so depleted. Like I was just like, oh my god, my head was pounding. And this guy in front of me, I was literally about to get out of the car and just beat the fuck out of him. I was like, dude, it's not. You can hear everything they're saying through the window, like because they're that close. Yeah. Like, dude. The instructions are so clear. Like, you're asking the dumbest questions. Just order your fucking breakfast burrito and get on with it. Like, he was like, she, like, basically said, like, yeah, you can, like, pick either, like, both meats, all the meats in there, or just, like, separate. He's like, oh, so, like, I can do, like, one bacon and one sausage. And this went on for, like, 2 or 3 minutes. I was like, I'm going to pop your tire. I'm just going to shove any sharp object I have in your tire. Move it a fucking long. Like, I was so pissed. I was like, this guy's pissing me off. I just had a fucking rough headache, dude. I was feeling like shit. I was like, god damn it. But I was patient, and it was good. They were fire. Good breakfast burritos.
Let's hear that gym story.
Real quick, I realized I was not on. Oh, sorry. Good? Okay, real quick. When I was at Silly Birch, it was almost midnight, so that's probably why we didn't see each other.
Gotcha.
It got packed, but we were in there for a minute, and I just, like, I couldn't take it. So I came back out. As I came out, there was a lot of, like, it looked like there was a lot of freshmen just getting there, because that's the starter bar, you know? And this, like, it was like an 8-deep group of freshmen, and they went 2 by 2 and they grittied from Cactus to Silly Birch. Grittied.
If I ever do that,
now it wasn't like the full, like, it was just like that light, like,
in the bar's different,
like all the way down, just the light.
But they're like in line, in sync, doing it.
They were like 2 by 2, dude. The ants go marching 2 by 2. The ants go grittying 2 by 2. Hurrah! That type of shit, dude. What?
That's foul.
Oh no! I just had a funny story about Silly Birch, and I forgot to mention it earlier. All right, so I went to the gym yesterday, and it was like my first time in a week, just because my lungs have just been so shot. Yeah. So I was doing like my normal chest workout, but I've been trying to finish with like more calisthenics. So I was doing the chest fly machine on that big, I don't know what that machine is, but it's got like the arms that you can push up or down, and you can do a fuck ton of workouts like tricep. Yeah, cable machine, yeah. I don't know a lot of gym machines, but I know the exercises anyway. So I finished like my chest flies on it. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do like push-ups, sit-ups, and like Roman twists, right? Just like finish off with the sweat. And I grab my gym mat, and I'm at the one on Cole Road, and the one on Cole Road has like the little turf area to do calisthenics is like the length of this rug, right? Maybe a little bit longer, so it's not that big. So there's this girl by herself, and she's got like her headphones in, and she's like right in the middle of it, like right in the middle of the turf doing her calisthenics. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go right here, right? So I go to the left of it, and I set my stuff down, and I go, if I'm, like, doing stuff, I don't want people having to, like, step over me to grab water because I'm right next to the water fountain. I was like, you know what? There's enough room where I could go to the right side where it's, like, a little more secluded. No one's going to walk over there. So I move my stuff, right? And I go, oh, I got to grab some dumbbells because I use those to, like, stabilize for push-ups. And I come back, and this girl looks at me. She's got her headphones in. She doesn't even say anything to me, doesn't ask me to, like, move back. She just looks at me, rolls her eyes, and goes, grabs her stuff, and moves 3 feet over to where I just was. Dog, originally, when I moved, there was like 4 feet between us. And I moved further back so I would not be in her way. And she grabbed her stuff, all of her stuff. She had weight plates there because she was doing, like, weighted planks, and she moves it, like, 2 feet down. And then and I'm just like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
I'm watching a basketball game here, dumb bitch. You watched me say goodbye to my girlfriend, and now you think I'm like being all weird about it, whatever. All right. So that happens, and I'm just like, okay, that's weird. So then I'm like halfway done with my thing, and I do like a 20-pound kettlebell for like Roman twists, right? And so I finished up my push-ups. There was this girl who came by, and she starts doing, like, stretches, like with that little PVC pipe where you're stretching out your chest, and she's just stretching out her body, right? She's right in front of me. So I get up, I put away my dumbbells, and I come back, and I kind of got to visualize it here for a second. She's basically walking around this little right in front of the turf area, basically where he's standing, and right in front of my stuff, she's doing this, like, chest stretch, right? But the problem is, as she's doing it, she's going like this, and then she's turning around, and then coming back, and turning around, and she's not paying attention. So I go, oh, excuse me, trying to get around her, because this girl, is like, if I get around her this way, I'm going to run into this girl, and she already doesn't like me for some reason. So I have to cut to her left. So I go, excuse me, and she doesn't hear me. So, like, I kind of try and go to the right, and then she turns that way. And I go, oh, okay, I'll just go to the left. I go to the left, she turns that way. And I'm like, Jesus, fuck. I go, excuse me. She doesn't hear me. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to go to she, like, turns around to the right again. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go to the left. The second I walk right past her, she turns around, and she, like, freaks out. And her reaction to turning around, doing this, and almost hitting me is this. Pretend like I have like 10 feet of space in my peripherals. I'm walking. If there's like 10 feet of space behind me, this is what my peripherals looked like. What you're seeing on camera is kind of what it looked like in my peripherals. She took 10 steps doing this. Like I fucking just grabbed her ass and told her to move the fuck out of the way. I said excuse me twice, walked next to her, and she's just, and then I didn't say a word, and then I start doing my thing, and she's just staring at me for like 30 seconds, and I'm just like, dear fucking Lord, what did I do? I've got headphones in. I'm like sitting crisscross applesauce, just waiting for this shit to be over so I can move on to my next thing. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Gym girls are annoying. Posh. Axiom girls, posh. Dude, this cord might be busted.
It's not busted.
I'll bust on you.
Okay. Yeah, this is a 30-second conversation or story, so it's not going to be that long. But I walk in the gym, and these dudes are on the preacher curl, right? And this dude's doing his preacher curl, which, if you guys don't know, it's basically like you sit in a seat and you kind of like hunch your chest against like this like pad, and you have your bicep like against the pad, so then there's like tension on your elbow. But he's doing the preacher curl, and I'm like watching it because I wanted to do the preacher curl. And all of a sudden, I see this dude next to him. I'm assuming it's his workout partner, and I start watching for like a little bit longer, and I see it's his workout partner. He gets his phone. Mind you, this was probably like at 6:30 a.m. in the morning because I went to the gym really early. He gets his phone, pulls out his phone like this, goes, takes a photo with his workout partner, and I'm walking by now to get some water, and I'm like literally like this. I look out the workout partner that had just got off the preacher curl, and I go, and he looks at me, and there's like a little glimpse of like, damn, like why the fuck did he do that? And he looks at me and he goes, and we don't make eye contact for the rest of the fucking time, bro. And we're working out like literally like right next to each other, and I'm like sitting there like listening to like whatever I was listening to, maybe like Lil Baby or something, and I'm like
just trying to not laugh.
Trying not to laugh, bro. And I knew if I looked at him, we were both gonna start dying laughing. Yeah. So I literally just like finished that and went upstairs. But I was like, God, how can you be that cringe? You know, like have some awareness, especially that early in the morning. Like, and the rec gets pretty busy. At least at 6, it's honestly busy all the time. But like at 6:30, it's pretty busy too. But I was like, dude, there's probably like 30 people around that could have seen you do that.
Yeah,
like at least 30.
Brutal. Yeah. No shame in the game, you know. Love me or hate me, you watch. That's all you could do.
Well, Cody?
10 seconds. Sorry. ECHL. Idaho Steelheads just beat the overall home record in the ECHL, 31 games.
I was there when they did that. That was the game I was just at.
No,
I was there when they clinched the whatever it was, the division or conference.
So this is probably one of the best. Honestly, probably one of the best ECHL teams of all time.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They're okay.
Well. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
You're listening this far?
Yes. Subscribe, share.
Yep.
Yes, thank you guys. Please.
If you end up watching this, if you're somehow still watching this, what?
If you want a jersey.
Yeah, if you want, God, I really just don't know how to put it. I tried it on the other day and I.
Oh, you got it? You got the jersey?
Stop.
Life-changing. It was life-changing how comfortable that jersey was. I felt like a newborn. Oh, fuck.
Hilarious, huh, Zach?
Look at this. That's real tears. That's method.
Damn.
No, but I will say, look out for content. Look
Zach,
out.
Your mic's muted, so it doesn't even matter.
Look out for content. We're going golfing this Saturday.
Yeah.
We are going to bring the lapel mic, so we'll post like probably a full-length video, and then I will make hopefully some shorts. What?
I don't think we're going to record anything.
Dude, why not?
Because I just want to golf.
Yeah, I want to golf, but we could at least bring the lapel mic.
Maybe record one hole.
Dude, we got nothing to lose.
One hole record.
It's good content, man. It's fun to look back on it.
We'll have it.
PGA's out there.
Anyway,
They're looking at
yeah, dude. This is like our Masters qualifying for next year.
True.
It starts now. Anyway, that jersey. Oh, fuck, I can't even talk about it. I'm gonna come.
Okay, wrap us up.
Anyways,
all right,
ladies and gentlemen, thanks
Later,
for watching.
Guys.
This has been Settle Down Podcast, episode 12. We love you.
Yeah.
We'll catch you.
Patreon.com/tinymeatgang.
Peace.